Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, it's for the residents of Sarcasm City. You lot get your questions in. The show is all about you lot. So any sporting question, it's any sport, past or present, or it can be football, it can be boxing, it can be basketball. Get your questions in. Just please, no prime versus prime questions. So no prime player versus.
I like those questions, man.
Yeah, you would like them dead generic questions.
They are good though. Now that they are good,
Anyway, Ryan's in the building, rudely interrupting me as always. Prime is in the building. Daniel is in the building. Yan City is here in the building, and also with the surfboard.
Jan's actually
building as well. But before we continue, I got a big up Surfer, big up Prime, and big up Daniel for all holding down the watch along. So all of you lot, the reason why you got that watch along is because of those three. So make sure you thank them for it as well.
Over 1K that.
Time. Yeah, it did. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down.
I
didn't know that. That's good. Right, yeah, of course, man. You went on it and they had quality content creators on it. Of course. You know what I'm saying? This guy didn't even listen, yo.
It
had quality content creators on it.
He heard it had you on it, and he went la 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 la.
Yeah.
No, explain to me what was said. I actually don't know.
Nah, it's all right, man. Don't worry, man. You lost that. You lost that trend at the back post. You know what I'm saying? But welcome, like I said, Ryan's in the building, Prime's here, Surf is here, Yan City is here, Daniel is here as well. Get your questions in, people. Make sure as well, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Share this across all the socials as well and subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, road to 5K, people. And as you can see from the title, a lot has gone on in the world of sport over this weekend. Usyk defeating Joshua, which was the talk all across social media Saturday night. And then today in the Premier League, you had Chelsea losing to Leeds, losing at Leeds 3-0. Manchester City dropping points as well. So I'm sure we'll get to all of that. And don't forget as well, members, if you are a member, I will get to your questions, people. I will get to your questions if you are a member, because that is one of the perks. If you want to join the membership, link is in the title, people. Not in the title. Link's in the pinned comment, sorry. It is. Big up Prime, who was here early. Prime, what are you saying? And what was all this about? You good? Is Prime even there? Yo, Prime.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. What is this? Like, who you dance? What is going on here? Are you good?
Dancing in the moonlight.
You're talking to Gal, man. Respect him.
Nah, you know what it was? Because Chelsea got battered. His woman consoled him, and that's good because that's what she's supposed to do. Yeah. That's what she's supposed to do. She a real one. She a real one, man.
Shout out Prime's Gal, man.
If I see my team get packed, I'd want a hug too. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. Go on.
Cam's goal. That's the most shameless tweet I've ever seen.
Jan, how you doing? Speaking of women, Jan, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Slick.
I'm good, thank you.
No.
Jez is in the building as well. What are you saying, Jez? You good?
Oh, shit.
You didn't know he was here, Jez?
What were you expecting? A big end?
I didn't realize I was here.
Oh, you didn't realize. Were you in the building?
I know. Big up everyone. Shut up to the chat. Just in case somebody said talking to shut up. So yeah, big up.
Nah, man, we weren't talking shit about you, innit? But big up to you. Big up Ken K, who says, big up people, smash the like button and take notes. He also says, big up Prime. Big up Ahmed as well, says, big up everyone. Ahmed, I'm going to shout you as well in terms of the membership. I'm going to shout you. Jesus, who's here now, Safe says, is this stream about boxing or football? Whatever you lot want it to be about, because it's sports. Boxing falls under sport. So that's why I put it in the title, because it's something I want to talk and get things off my chest anyway, because it's crazy how the public will build you up to then beat you down. That's the craziest part. Like the way everyone has just jumped off the Joshua bandwagon when he's fighting at the level he's always been at. And I said this when people were calling him the best heavyweight in the world, when people were saying he'd beat Wilder, he'd beat Fury, he'd beat Usyk. Like, no, he's top. He's the fourth best heavyweight at best, I think. And that's not a shot if you're the fourth best in the entire world at your sport. Well, now people want to say, oh, he should retire and all this. Like, he's not a big money maker. He's still a ticket seller. He's still a pay-per-view seller. I was watching an interview with one of the guys on IFL from Matchroom, and he was saying this, and it was crazy. I think it was Frank Smith, and he said how Joshua Wilder is still a bigger fight than Usyk Fury in terms of numbers, and I was like, I believe it is.
Yeah,
I think it does. So if you don't think it does more pay-per-views, I think it does more pay-per-views.
I think it does.
I think it does.
I think it does.
You know why it doesn't?
Go on, hit me.
Usyk Fury is it. It is to decide who is the best of the best. Yeah, it is all the belts on the line at once. It is no one person here, one person there. One person holds the entire belts. Whether they fight after that, I don't know.
Yeah,
but for that fight alone, I think, and it's a shame it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. It's reported in December sometime.
We'll get into all of that.
Because I think it needs to be in a massive, huge stadium. I really do, like a Wembley or something like that. I really do. It's pretty appalling that, but money talks, right? So I think, and remember, they also might do best because of the time it's on as well.
Okay, here's where I'll counter that, because what you're saying is right in terms of boxing fans. We know which is the bigger fight, but this is the same as Canelo Triple G versus Crawford Spence. Like, characters and personalities and that still sell. Like, Wilder Joshua literally is this the first Black Panther film. It is Black Panther versus Killmonger. It's, you know what I'm saying, the clean cut British guy, you know what I'm saying, the baby face versus the loudmouth American. Well, go on.
The only thing though, it's got nothing really riding on it. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? If it had a belt, at least one belt or something on it, or like whether it's, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it has that shine anymore. Do you know why? Because like Fury has literally demolished Wilder for 3 fights. Yeah, he literally has demolished him. He's made him look very ordinary. And you know, I thought AJ did better this fight, but then again, I didn't think Usyk really went into top gear at all during this fight. He sort of like really just held his own, really. It's a ridiculous haircut as well.
I hear what you say. But if you remember correctly, I remember Fury Wilder 3, people were sharing on that and it did the most numbers.
Yeah, but at least that still had a belt. Right.
Yeah.
Right?
You think belts? I don't think
it's a belt.
Wait,
no. But the problem is, I just don't know. I think they're both very damaged by the last few fights. Do you know
they both need wins. I agree with that.
Need wins.
But I think Wilder's fighting soon. He'll get his win. Joshua will fight somebody and get a win, and then they'll fight. I'm just saying if they decide to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, Cam to the show as well. What are you saying, Cam? You good?
Welcome, my people.
Yeah, man.
This guy again.
Yeah? But I'm just saying.
This guy again, like your team didn't take a 3-0 L today, bro.
Relax,
come
man.
on.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. But I'm just saying in terms of, because you're a boxing head surfer, so I know you get it. You know what I'm saying in that. But
I get it. I don't deny it's too big.
To the casual in it. Like, it's just when people say, "Oh, he's done." Is he done? Like, fight at the top level? He was never the best fighter. He was never the best heavyweight in the world ever. To me, I've said this in terms of skill, but because he was hyped up to be, and then he fell short. Now everyone's beating him down. I'm like, that's unfair. My man.
Yeah, he's just not as good.
Yeah, he's Liverpool. He's Liverpool. Man fought
I said that on the last
I'm saying.
I said it on the last stream. Yeah, I said it on the last stream.
Like, I'm not bullshitting. Like, that's what it is. So because he got beat by the best in his division, then it's not. But is it a fraud if you expect? What did you expect him to win?
He's a fraud, bro.
No. Cam. Did you expect him to win? Is my question.
He's been a fraud since the Olympics, bro.
No.
I didn't expect him to win. No. I didn't expect him to win.
That's what I'm saying. He's just not. But he's still top 5 in the world.
No, he's not.
But Fury will.
Name 5 better heavyweights.
He is.
5 better heavyweights that they brought out.
Yeah.
You got the debate. Obviously, you got debate to the Tyson Usyk. White. I believe White will beat him now.
Cool.
I think White will beat him.
That's debatable, but yeah, I'll give you White.
No, it's debatable. Yeah, no, I know it's debatable. I know he's already beating White, but I'm just saying now, Like, bruv, this new AJ since the first
the
fight
new
to
thing,
Ruiz.
but
No,
my point is,
no.
he's still top five.
No. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to add a little bit of context on why I'm saying it like this, innit? Yeah. So basically, after the first Ruiz fight, yeah, AJ's gone timid. He's scared.
Big up Black
He's too
as well.
scared. He's scared to be KO'd. Do you know what I'm saying? He's scared to get stuck in now. Whereas before that Ruiz fight, yeah, AJ was definitely up there as one of the best. Yeah, definitely. I won't even deny that because he was aggressive. Yeah, even though he was a very robotic, he was aggressive. He's not aggressive no more. He's too scared. So on that context, I believe White will beat him now. I believe
that's cool.
I also believe what's my man? Who's that new upcoming guy from the UK? Joe Joyce. Is it Joe Joyce?
Joyce ain't beating no Joshua.
Is it Joe? No, it's not Joe. Is it Joe? No. Who's the new guy?
New guy.
Dubois. It's Dubois or Joyce. It's one of those two. They're the two.
Oh, I think it's Dubois.
Dubois.
He lost as well.
I think Dubois would take him now. To be honest.
Did Joyce not beat Dubois? Daniel, you know this. Yeah,
it's one of them two. I forgot what. It's one of them two, man. It's one of them two. It could be Joe Joyce. It could be Dubois. I can't think of what one I'm thinking of right now, but I know one of them will beat Joshua.
I hear you. I disagree with that, but my point is that he was never to me, and I'll say this, and I said this. There's tweets of me talking about this. He was never the best heavyweight in the world.
Oh yeah, no, he's never been the best.
No, but he was sold as that. So that's why I can't call him
that's what I'm saying. He's a fraud.
No, I can't call him a fraud when you weren't at that level anyway. I can't call him a fraud.
No. The reason why I call him a fraud, to be honest with you, it's not even him. It's Eddie Hearn. I call him fraud, fam. Because he put AJ on this pedestal, where he was supposed to be the UK's sort of Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. Like, he was supposed to be that guy for us. Do you know what I mean? And Eddie Hearn was putting him on that pedestal ever since he came from the Olympics, when he got signed from after the Olympics, And ever since then, he's been put. That's what I'm saying.
But that's
his name's been frauded, basically. The name Anthony Joshua, it shouldn't be as big as what it should be.
No.
Because if you look at the heavyweights when he first came in,
hold up,
there wasn't any decent heavyweights.
No,
apart from Klitschko's.
No, apart from Klitschko. But my point is, that's what the promoter is supposed to do. Eddie Hearn did his job. How can he be?
I'm saying it's a frauded job.
No, but he did his job. It's not a frauded job.
I feel like you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. What I mean is like what I'm trying to say is like I said, AJ's been put on his pedestal by Eddie Hearn and the UK, to be fair, but by Eddie Hearn mainly. Now we have been he's been basically saying to us for the last near enough 10 years or so, before maybe last year, AJ's the best in the world, basically. That's what he was saying. Because fair enough, this is fighter. Yeah. So I don't deny that. But AJ's never been the best ever. Like you were saying earlier, he's never been the best.
Yeah, that's my opinion. That's true.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's where the fraud.
That's not a fraud for people buying the product. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel like when I say fraud, you lot are looking at the word.
You gotta change that word, fam. That's not like maybe you need a better descriptive word.
You know me,
fam. But describe it better, innit? Like, there's got to be a more. I can't say he's a fraud for his promoter doing his job.
As good as people hyped him up to be.
Eddie Hearn did his job. He's his promoter. He's supposed to hype him up. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the keys in the title. You're a promoter. Promote.
What I'm saying is the whole. What I'm trying to say is not just Eddie Hearn. I'm saying both Eddie Hearn and AJ with the way. Like, fair enough. I don't disagree with what you're saying with Eddie Hearn. I totally agree with that as well. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is basically with the ped. Like I can't explain it. You know what? It's hard to explain, like, because it's there's certain words that I can't get out right now, innit? Because I've just come home from work, innit? So there's certain words I can't think of that is too tough for me right now, innit? I can't pronounce these words right now, innit?
Ahmed said overrated. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Overrated. Yeah, I mean, that's what you could say. That I'd say he's overrated.
Do you mean he's been overhyped?
Overhyped.
He's well overhyped. He's well overrated. He's been well overrated.
I agree with. I've said this for the longest. That I agree with. But now I believe
I
it's
feel
gone
like,
too
but
far
when
and
I
people
say
have done a
fraud, I was
180.
sort of on the same line as
Yeah.
that overrated line. But obviously, when people look at fraud at face value, obviously it looks worse. But when I'm saying it, I just meant it as how I meant it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
obviously,
I get what you're saying.
not
Like,
everyone
yeah,
knows how
but
I meant it. Obviously.
yeah.
I
That's
didn't
why when
turn
I was
my
like fraud.
cam to English app on. I forgot. I'm gonna turn it on.
Do you know what's so mad? English was my strongest point at school. I don't even know how.
Yeah, fam, that's
I
why I
don't
was
even
like
know
fraud.
how.
Like, I
English
agree.
and no, you'll laugh at this one. Not even English. English literature was my strongest.
I mean,
Was my
I mean,
strongest
Cam,
fucking grade at school.
English is your first language, and you are English. I would expect you to be good at English.
No, English literature. English, yeah, of course. English literature. I should be shit at. Look at the way I talk, bro.
It means he's brilliant at reading it, but not expressing
English,
it. That's what
English
that's what
literature
saying
is not
right
that hard either.
Pretty
Shut
much
up,
that.
Prime.
What Winter
Shut
said.
up,
Yeah,
yeah.
Prime's just trying to
Shut
look. Prime's just upset
shut up,
still,
Prime.
isn't it?
Yeah, don't
We'll get
try
to
and
that.
just-
Yo, we're gonna get. Don't worry, because I know you lot want to discuss that. We got Chelsea heads here, so we're gonna discuss.
But yeah, no,
that,
sorry,
don't worry.
because obviously I came in a little bit late. What was you actually?
So we were talking about how that, like, the terms of the 180 now that I think, because I believe, like I said, Joshua's at the level where I think he is anyway. Like, that's where I've always thought around about where he's at. And now I believe he's being overly criticized for losing to someone he's not as good as. To me, that's crazy.
I feel, you know what though? I do feel like some of the
lost twice to
criticism.
someone who is
I
someone who's
don't.
better than you. That
Do you know what it is though?
that
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I feel like most of the criticism when it came to the fight, I understand where you're coming from, innit? Like, yeah, maybe people did over criticize him and that because he's never been on that level everyone believed he was.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I feel like a lot of criticism came after he lost his head, bruv.
Again, to me, that.
But I can only say that. The reason why I can. Sorry, let me just. The reason why I say that is because obviously last night I was working, so I couldn't be. I wasn't online. I couldn't be online and all that. So when I finished work and I saw as I was walking home, the fight's already finished, and then everyone was fucking ranting about him going off on one on a hot-headed one. Mm-hmm. So that's where I started seeing all the criticism. Because obviously he's already just done his rant and shit.
See, that, if you criticize, but again, that's separate things. If you criticize him for the rant, like, that's the thing. I just found it entertaining. I've been laughing at that since.
Man, heel turned, bro.
I'm saying that. And
man, Stone Cold Steve Austin heel turned,
bro.
Yo,
man, NWO with the outsiders. I'm with that. Fuck everybody. Because like I said, these people built you up, and then when you lose, you should retire. Yo, you are top 5 in your sport.
I said he should retire, bro.
You're top, that's what I'm saying.
So what happens in the wrestling business? You don't come in.
Why? Because no. Can I be real with you, man? I'll be real with you, man. Yeah. Up to about 2016, 17, yeah, I used to die on the hill for Joshua, bro. I used to die. I used to fucking die on that hill, bro. Now, after that Ruiz fight, yeah, I said, bun this guy, yeah, because after the second fight, he didn't even, like I said, he didn't do fuck all in that second fight against Ruiz. He just in, out. And Ruiz didn't even train. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes, this is my point. Like, Ruiz will beat him again. No, that's another person that will beat him again.
Ruiz don't beat him again. Number one.
Ruiz will beat him again.
So
no. Ruiz will beat him. I reckon Ruiz. My opinion, anyway. My opinion.
How?
I reckon Ruiz beats him again. No.
I'm saying
if he trains.
What's the game plan? Is what I'm saying.
Going to train too. So.
What do you mean? What the game plan? No. I was just referring to that. You know when you say name me 5.
I'm asking what would Ruiz's game plan be? Joshua has
all the advantages. Just do exactly what he done in the first fight.
Joshua has to jump.
But obviously, you know, just make sure you don't get caught. Obviously, like it's one of them. You have to.
I have no issue.
If you know how Joshua boxes, then
you have an issue with Joshua changing his style. I have no issue with him changing his style. Klitschko did the same thing.
No. I didn't. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, What? Yeah, well, yeah, actually, kind of, yeah, because he went.
Klitschko did, yeah, and there's nothing wrong.
No, Klitschko. I'm talking about AJ.
No, I'm saying Klitschko did. No, what I'm saying is Klitschko did the exact same thing. He got dropped. He lost a fight. I can't remember what fight it was, and then he became a little bit more robotic. I have no issue with it. Like, utilize what you have. If you are 6'6" and have longer arms than people, it's called boxing. This is not slugging. Hit and it's the sweet science. Hit and don't get hit. That Joshua rematch against Ruiz, I was super impressed with how he performed. You don't have to get
no. Do you know what it is? I won't even try to like take anything away from him from that fight. What I'm saying is, yeah, it's one of them. Like, I understand why he done it. I completely understand why he had to change his style for Ruiz. I understand that. What I'm talking about is after that first Ruiz fight, every fight he's had after that, yeah, I know he's not been many. He's only been like 3 or 4, but he's been very timid, very, you know,
gun shy a little bit.
Yeah, he hasn't been the same guy where. Look at the Klitschko fight for a perfect example, bro.
Because you know what that is.
Perfect example. Look, man got knocked down. He came back in what was it, the 11th round, 12th round, Klitschko KO'd him.
The wrong ass whooping will do that to you. You know what I'm saying? In that, I got knocked out.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Ever since then, he's now that. What I'm trying to say is, ever since then, yeah, every time he goes into a fight now, he's too scared. You know, whether it's scared or he's just too timid, whatever it is.
Not engaged
he's not
as much.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Like he's like, but there was last night there was a round. I don't know what round it was in it because I was working, but there was a round where he looked like, was it round 8 or 9? 9.
It was 9.
Yeah.
9.
And he looked like he was going in, but he wasn't. Like, he had man on the ropes, but he wasn't, you know, laying into him.
No, he tried, fam. He's just not good enough.
Oh, for me, like I said, the 30 seconds that I saw, he looked like he looked like he had him, but then he wasn't.
But he looked like it. But it's key what you said. You used to ride out for him. That's why you have this energy for it.
Of course, bro. I'm not gonna deny it, bro. No, I used to ride out, and then after that Ruiz fight, yeah.
No. It's not a denial thing. My point is that you put him. You thought he was better than he is. This is the point I made. You're the perfect example of the people I'm talking about. In terms of putting him on the level
but that was before the Ruiz fight.
I'm saying before that. Even the old AJ is not beating Usyk. The old him is not beating Usyk. This is my point. The old him isn't beating Wilder.
But that's where you know what's bad? You know what's bad?
It's not.
I believe no. You know what it is? I'm not even saying he would beat Usyk, the old AJ.
As well.
I'm not even saying he would beat Usyk, the old AJ. What I'm saying, but he would put more of a fight on. I reckon.
Potentially, but you're still losing it. You're talking about losing.
But no. I don't know. But no. What I'm saying is, it depends where. Yeah, but I mean, he could still lose, but it will be a lot closer. It wouldn't be one of them where we're looking at it like, look, put it this way: we looked at both of these fights, yeah, and by 24 rounds, we're all saying fucking Usyk at least had 18 to 19, 20 of them rounds.
No, this fight was close though. This fight was close.
It was closer, yeah. I know it was closer.
It was like 2-3 rounds in it to me. It was like 2-3 rounds. Again, I don't know why we're comparing. He's just not good enough.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it is. So it's kind of like,
I'm not even denying that. I'm just saying.
It don't matter what style or what you try and do in that. This is my whole point of people putting.
No, do you know when I started going off AJ?
Go on.
Was when he fought Parker. Joseph Parker. When he beat Parker. That was the first fight. I think he went 12. Yeah, the full actual.
Yeah, it was a good because he was boxing. I remember. Yeah, he boxed.
But that was the fight I started going off him because I was thinking, bruv. But then at the same time, I was disappointed in Parker. At the same time, because Parker could have.
That's on Parker to make that.
Yeah, but no, I'm not blaming it. Of course.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you. That's on Parker to make that more entertaining. Again, I don't get why boxers get criticism for boxing. Boxers get the sentence I just made. Then boxers getting criticized for boxing.
No, I just feel like
my
criticism comes. You know what it is? My criticism is just my own criticism, and I don't speak from no one but myself, innit? So my criticism
I get what you're saying is, but you're exactly. I'm not saying you're wrong here. I'm saying that's the thought process that was on Twitter the entire time. Like people, I don't like him now. He's more gun shy, and now he's trying to box and da. Like, yo, it's called boxing. Like what he did against Ruiz.
Oh no, I don't even know. But bro, do you know what it is? I don't even like mind the fact that he's trying to box. You know what I mean? I actually prefer him trying to box. But it's the fact that every time I see him, man's got no head movement, bruv. No head movement whatsoever, bruv. Man's head is there for the taking. Yeah. So his head movement is just shit. Yeah. When he boxes, he's now it's like watching John Cena wrestling, bruv. It's so robotic, bruv.
Yeah, but he's always been like that.
No.
He's
He
always
has,
been
but
like
at the
that.
same time, the old AJ was a lot more looser, bro.
No.
He was a lot more
No.
looser.
He was fighting opposition that wasn't as good. That's
Yeah, no. Of course.
He's
I
always
don't
been
deny
like.
that.
This is my point. Is he's
But
always
even
been
against
of this
even the
level.
Klitschko fight, he was a lot more looser, bro.
I was fighting an old man who was coming off a loss.
Yeah, no.
and
I
hadn't
get
fought for
that.
18 months.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example. Like even that Klitschko, he was a lot more looser. Like I was saying, after the Ruiz fight, he got too timid. He's got too, defensive, and he's not even a good defense. He's not even good defensively.
Yeah, and he
But
wasn't
he's
good
got too
defensively.
defensive now. Like he doesn't want to lay into someone.
He wasn't good defensively against Klitschko. He got dropped.
Yeah, he got dropped, but exactly. But what I'm trying to say, when he got dropped, and I said that earlier, when he got dropped, the reason why I liked him before is because he came back. White was another one. He got dropped against White. Yeah, he came back and
White hurt him. He didn't get dropped.
Oh no, he wobbled.
Yeah,
My bad. He wobbled. He wobbled. My bad. I thought there was another one he got dropped in.
But that's early though, is my point.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. And when he came back from getting dropped or wobbled or whatever it was, he came back stronger. This is my point. After the Ruiz fight, he's never come back stronger now. Like every time he gets wobbled, it's peak for him.
Because he's facing better fighters, fam. You're not facing Dillian White, who's got 10 fights. You're facing the pound for pound or one of the pound for pound best. This is my point. Your opposition goes up. Of course, you're going to struggle. This is my point. This is why he struggled against Klitschko, even though he's an old man.
Who was the fight he had before Usyk?
Who did he fight before Usyk?
No way was it Ruiz.
Yeah, it might have been. Was it Ruiz too? I don't know. I'm gonna check now. Hold up. Was it? I don't know. I'm gonna check right now.
Pulev. Is it Pulev?
Was it Pulev?
Might be Pulev as well.
I'm gonna check now. Hold up. And you lot continue to get your questions in. Don't worry, members. I'm starring at all of your. What's it called? Yeah, it was Pulev. It was Pulev. It was Pulev, and then the two Ruiz ones before that. And then before that,
I know he beat Pulev. But wasn't Pulev on a 2-week notice or something?
Yeah, because Mike Miller didn't fight, did he?
Was it? Yeah. So it was Pulev. Yeah, it was Pulev. Again, he's better than. Yeah. So he's going to look good against Pulev.
Yeah, no. What was the? I can't remember that fight, man. Did I even watch that fight? I don't even think I've watched that fight. To be fair, I think by then I was just giving up on AJ itself. But yeah, no. Like I said, where my criticism comes from was like you were saying, like up to about 2017-18, I would die on a hill for AJ, innit? I would have died on a hill, but then ever since like after that year, because I was calling for him to fight Deontay Wilder, I was calling him for him to fight Tyson. I wanted him to fight them two
and you thought he could win. And wait, you thought he could win those fights, innit?
Tyson, I was always 50-50.
You thought he had a chance. All right, so you thought
I thought he had a chance, yeah, but I was always 50-50. But I was always going to give it more to Tyson.
And
with the Wilder one, though, Wilder, I thought he could beat Wilder.
Okay, so
now I don't think he beats Wilder.
Yeah, so this comes back to my point, but he's always been at that level, and this is the point I've been making overall from the start, and this is what's happened. People built him up. He was never that. I'll say this again: he was never the best heavyweight in the division.
Yeah, I know.
No, but he was built up as such, and now he's not reached that. People then want to criticize him and like, yo, you're still top 5.
Oh, but to be fair, I was criticizing him from a good 2017-18. Like I said, 2017-18.
Yeah,
I was criticizing him.
You stayed,
but before then, I was above. After watching him in the Olympics, fam, I was ready to gunshot a few people. Anyone that talked bad on his name, bro.
I hear that. Eddie, what you saying? You good?
What up, though?
Yeah, bless. Just talking about the fight yesterday.
Talking about AJ.
Yeah, before you, because I know you watch boxing, and before you put your 2 pence in, literally just gonna run through some of these comments. Is that Joshua had a mental breakdown, had a bunch of yes men around him. Sadly, he could have potentially, like I say, emotions is high. Man just lost. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Oh, you were so bad. You know what's so bad, Paul?
That can be heartbreaking. So it's kind of like that's why I was just like, yo, it's just raw emotion. I was entertained by it. That was like a WWE promo.
You know what's so crazy? You see the gym he trained at, it barred it, yeah? Full factory boxing gym, yeah? But it's barred it. I literally grew up around the corner from there, bro. Yeah? The funny thing is about this guy was I actually saw him so many fucking times. I never said nothing to him, but I used to see him all the time because, Barnet, I grew up. That's my ends, bro. I'm a Barnet boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am, innit? But I used to see him all the time, and then I remember there was one time, this round 2016, 15. I see him in Golders. I don't know anyone that don't know London. You won't know this area, but there's a place called Golders Green in northwest London, innit? Yeah, and I see him with his little one in a calf. Yeah, and I went up to him, and I was like, "Yo, I'm not looking for no selfie. Like, I'm not one of them fans. I just want to give you a handshake, respect what you're doing." And but I said to him, "If you ever get defeated, doesn't matter how many times you defeat, I beg you, stay humble in defeat, innit? Because you're a humble guy, bro." He goes, "Don't worry, bro, I will." And then last night happened.
Yeah,
you can't put that on him too tough, bro.
No. For my agenda, I'm putting that on him, bro.
Agenda. At least we know. It's like
because I know the guy who he used to be boxing with, bruv. The guy he used to box with and spar with before he turned into a trainer himself at the actual gym, went to school with me.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I hear you, but bruh, that boy was concussed to hell last night, dog. That's all I saw. I saw a dude whose mind was fucking outside his body because of all them shots he took. Like he was in a dogfight.
Could have been.
So I played American football, right? And so I done been on the field with a dude get concussed, and like he doesn't know what the hell is going on. He just starts crying uncontrollably. Like the coaches try to get him to like calm down a bit.
Sounds like right.
And nobody can. What I missed?
Hold that, Ryan.
Hold that, Ryan. Hold that.
Oh, well.
Hold that.
Yeah, I might have to hold that. That was
I just seen somebody. Yeah, I feel it. Ryan got to get him.
That was good.
I just seen people be delirious after a concussion, bro. So it's like a boxing fight. And it's just like, bro, Usyk was a fucking ghost. Like, that was the best I've seen Joshua fight. But Usyk was just like all over him. Like, he would just hit 2 shots, move out the way, get another 2 in before Joshua even knew.
Usyk looked like he was toying with him.
Bro, it's just he's not even toying. He's just that nice. Like, but he's hella short. I didn't know he was that fucking short. But Tyson Fury, like, nah, bro, you ain't getting that one. So I don't know what's next for him, Usyk, but I think Joshua should fight Wilder.
Yeah, they'll rebuild. Wilder will fight his fight. Yeah. Joshua will fight someone, and then probably. I'm hoping they make it happen. I think the build up will be sick. Let me just run through these beforehand. Like I said, Ahmed said Joshua had a mental breakdown. He had a bunch of yes men around him. Sadly, like Eddie said, he may well have been concussed. Ahmed also said 100 million fight for undisputed guarantee. What you say, Jan?
Said he was chatting the most amount of shit, man. It's embarrassing.
I thought it was great. Great.
Man came out like the Rock.
I loved it, yo. That was like a wrestling, bro. Like that's up there with what like my favorite rants.
It sounds like one of Ryan's.
Well, you're a wrestling nerd, didn't it? I forgot about that.
I'm saying that.
He said,
like,
"Bismillah." I was just like, bro.
Well, when he saw that, I was crazy. And I was like, I gritted my teeth. I was like, what?
The best part about it was when he was like, yeah, I know there's a madness going on in Ukraine, but I don't know what's going on over there. I was like, yo,
right, the way you said there's a civil war going, like, yes or no.
Yeah.
That's why I think he forgot where he was, bro. That's what I'm on.
Yeah,
like
there was definitely
he was just out of it, just talking shit crazy.
What you expecting me? I'm a heavyweight. I'm 18
stone. Yeah.
Guys.
It's the way you put on that voice.
Man literally sounded like that boy who cried
Always
wolf,
the victim. It's never your fault.
No, it was great. Like, you know what? I love seeing people when they've just had enough. Go on, Jez. What are you saying, fam? Go on, Jez.
No, I can't lie. You know the part.
Whoa.
Yo, cut that. Yo, cut that. Whoever's on that.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, no stress. Because of copyright, innit? Yeah, it might be a copyright thing.
The part, when, what's it called? When he was talking about this weight from, can't lie. Whoever was the tweet who's ever said it, someone said when he was eating in the cafeteria.
Yeah, man.
They counted.
Yo, the memes that came out. That's when you know something's entertaining when it starts to get memed and that. Like I used it today. I'm like, yo, I'm eating off this. Like that shit was funny.
Yeah, but it's entertaining because it didn't make much sense.
About him being 18 stone. It's hard.
Yeah, people using it like when like
yeah.
Nah, I like what Flawless did with his one with the Man United one. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening, but it's not nice. Like it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't know what's happening. It's just not nice. You know
When he tried to use it, something like, "I'm stronger than you. I fight really well. I fight well. Why did I win?" Why did I win?
I loved it. We'll get to this.
No, to be real, I swear down. After I saw that last night, yeah, I really said this guy should go WWE, bro.
Yo, that was an A1. That was an A1 promo on that.
That promo was something different, bro.
It was.
He better not.
Nah, man, like yo, the promo, man, the promo could slap. Trust me, I've seen worse
too big
promos
for all that shit.
Nah,
he ain't even got the fluidity, bro. He's still hella stiff.
That's true, but so was the Great Khali. You know what I'm saying? And that they made that work.
Trust.
They made that work.
So was John Cena, bruv. John Cena had it. He was at 16 times, bruv. So let's.
Yo, come. One word answer. Who do you think will win, Usyk or Fury, if they make the fight? Say they make the fight for December. Who you got?
I want Usyk, but I got Fury.
All right, so wait, say that again. You're confused.
I want Usyk to win, but I've got Fury. Fury win.
Yeah, and you said Fury, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Surfer?
Fury, it's not even close.
Fury, Eddie?
Yep, same shit.
Yeah, Daniel?
I'm gonna go against you all. Usyk on points.
Oh, you saying Usyk? Okay, all right, yep. Fair enough. You know what I'm saying? And I think anyone else, Ryan? I know you're not a boxing head.
I'll watch it.
No, but do you like watch boxing to make a prediction? Do you want to make a prediction?
Yeah, I'd make a prediction. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I think Fury will win, but it'll be close.
Right.
Ryan, I know how you watch boxing. You just listen to the ring entrance music. I know you, bro. You know what I mean?
We already know what Fury's gonna do anyway, bro. Man's just gonna box him and then just put all this weight on him, and
Taza, no.
The size of Fury compared to him, though, like
that's what I'm saying. He's just gonna lean on him, wear him down, like Fury does.
Because if you think of Joshua, like Joshua is nowhere near as good as Fury, and he was still getting shots in here and there. I think Fury will just be way too much for him. I mean, boxing technique-wise, Usyk's good, you know what I mean? His movement and stuff like that. But I think Fury's he's just a powerhouse. He's massive. So, I don't know. I think he'd have too much for him, personally. But who knows? You never know. Just one knockout. But
you know what's so mad about that as well?
Who was that? Fury.
Who was that? Was it a German dude that he fought? The nobody that he fought, and bruv, he actually almost ended up losing.
Who?
Fury.
Are you talking about when he got the cut?
That was
It might have been Schwartz.
This is the thing, like Fury's not. Do you know what it's mad?
So it depends what state he's in.
Fury, do you know what? Fury's not like. I'm not trying to take any away from Fury because he's a great boxer. I'm not. That's. He is this generation's GOAT, no doubt. But there's one thing I've realized about Fury, like he's very. If you can keep him off you, you'll have more of a chance. Basically, if you can keep him off you, leaning on you, you'll have more of a chance. Because I realized with Fury, when it comes to the smaller opponents, he puts most of his weight on him, and does the fucking hugging and shit because he knows he's so much bigger than him. He knows he's so taller than him. He can literally just lean on him, put all their weight on him, because now they can't box him. And if they're boxing him in his belly, and he doesn't get hit, bruv. He doesn't care about his belly, bruv. He is what it is, bruv. Like,
he does.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you got, dog?
Yeah, he has because you mentioned it there that he's taller and he's bigger than most people, and he just uses that for his advantage, and that's what he'll do to Usyk. I am interested.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when it comes to
see how they deal with each other. How does Fury deal with someone, one, who's a southpaw, two, has boxing IQ that's that high, and three, can move? And the same, how does Usyk attack? That's what makes it so.
You know what I like about Usyk as well?
With each other.
I like Usyk as well because, like you just said there, his IQ of boxing is fucking second to none. It's up there with Tyson Fury, if we're being real. The IQ. I'm not saying technique or nothing. On the IQ points, though, it's definitely up there with Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be interesting fight. It will be a fucking interesting fight.
Yeah, we'll see what go on, but we'll get to this from Tazer as well. You lot continue to get your questions in. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the Premier League as well. Also, y'all talk about the UFC card last night. It was insane.
Listen.
Eddie, your time.
Hold that, C1.
Hold that. It's back in Britain, guys.
Bro, like that's honestly the greatest shit I ever seen in the championship fight.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even saying it because it's recency bias, but like the stakes and the technique, like I'm fucking losing it in my room. Like, it's just crazy because the thing with Usman, and all my Nigerians, hold that L. Hold that L collectively. Hold that L.
Hold that C1.
Hey, Prime, hold that. Hold
Shout out
that.
to all them Nigerians, y'all. Nigerian nightmare, what? Y'all gotta hold that L. In unison.
Look
at
someone mentioned my name. What happened?
Me, Prime. Cam did.
But hey, if a hit dog hollers,
I heard the Jews stand and just woke up.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know
it's all love, Prime. It's all.
You know what it is.
No,
it's not, man. Hold that. A Jamaican knocking out a Nigerian.
I said that. Hold that, then innit?
See it.
Straight from the trenches. We talking like steel sheets on the roof type shit. Like,
are you talking about AJ?
I don't even watch
Usman.
Like Edwards got kind of fucked over a couple times because it's like,
go on, Eddie.
Because it's like he was supposed to fight and have a title fight like 3 years ago, but then the pandemic happened and he couldn't get out of Britain to go fight this dude to get a title shot. Then once he gets his title shot, or not his fight before his title shot, it has to be a no contest because of an eye poke.
Right.
Then the next fight, he's whooping this dude's ass. And shout out Nate Diaz because, like, in the last minute, he almost slept him. And he would have taken away his title shot and all that shit that he worked for. So to come to what happened yesterday, like, I can't even put into words, like, the kind of story that shit is because, bro, he was like, it's like we talked about with Fury, like the guy just leaning on you, dragging you, fucking making life hell, not really hurting you.
It's a wrestler, yeah.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's a wrestler, and so he was just wearing on Leon. But Leon did something in the first round that nobody had done, which is take him down.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, though, unfortunately, like I don't think his body was used to the altitude because that Utah shit different. That's why I tell people,
Eddie,
you ain't got to go to Utah.
Eddie, did you watch the press conference after?
Yeah, I watched all that. Yeah.
Can you tell me if it, I don't know, because I've only just seen a little headline in it on my phone. I haven't actually looked into it. Is it true that Usman called Dana in the middle of the interview and said, "I want my rematch and I'm gonna kill him" or something like that? I'll kill him.
He probably did, but I don't think Buddy knew where he was when he was saying it. Like he was sleepwalking out there after that knockout.
No. I don't think he said it in like the most disrespectful manner. Like, you know, like I think he was still like quite respectful in the way where he goes, champs take L's or whatever he said. I don't know what he said, but whatever he tweeted apparently, and then I don't
doubt it. He might have said it cool. He might have said it cool, like whatever. But I'm telling you, dog, that knockout was so clean that
I saw the KO.
He couldn't have gotten himself together until like tomorrow, like today. Like
Eddie,
it's crazy.
Eddie, you've watched UFC. I've watched UFC. It was a knockout, but I've seen harder kicks though. Do you know what I mean?
It's the placement.
It's the placement of the kick.
Yeah,
he's so.
Nah, he placed it on
what he did
bullseye.
He faked a punch. So he faked a left hand jab, right?
Yep.
And then Usman then moves to his right, which then the place of his head is lowered as well.
Do you know what I'm impressed as well?
The placement of the kick is literally spot on.
Yeah, Winter. Do you know what I'm really impressed with as well? Is most people that actually would try that move, they're more further back, so it's more predictable. This guy was standing straight, like, do you know what I mean? He didn't go back. He was more closer to the guy, so that's what I was like, yo.
It's kind of like
to
Do you get what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
innit? They'll throw the punch and they'll go back to do the kick because they need to make themselves room. Whereas this guy just did it from where he was standing.
But you know why?
And basically what I'm trying to say is mad flexible. Like you got to be mad flexible to do that shit.
You know why he's able to catch him? You know why he's able to catch him like that? Usman's style is of a wrestler, right? So he needs to get closer, right, to do his takedowns and everything like that. Whereas like a different fighting style, he might stand a bit offish, you know, like that. When he goes to jab, he might go backwards or something like that to be a bit offish. Whereas this guy, Usman, likes to get close with the takedowns. It's a wrestling style. So now he's forced to that. He's really close. He's forced to do like that. And that kick was a solid kick. I mean, I've seen more spectacular kicks, knockouts.
Right.
But that one was just, it was a perfectly placed kick. It's like hitting a ball square on and it just goes in top corner.
That's it, exactly.
That's it, exactly. No goalie's going to save it, whatever. And he just, and it was just a beautiful kick. It's just
because
he was losing that fight. He
was losing the fight, and the thing is, like, it's always about the setup, right? It's always about the setup. So he throws phenomenal kicks. Like every kick that he threw last night, you could tell it hurt a little bit. Like you won't show it because they're fighting, but the placement of every kick was low. It was low every time. It was to the midsection if it ever got higher. So, like you said, his muscle memory is going to tell him to parry out the way of that straight that he threw, and then kind of ducking out of the way. But your head is going to be moving into the kick.
That's it.
And I think it was where his foot and his shin connected on the jawline, and like once that happens,
he moves to the side, but he goes low like that. Because the kick is not high, it's mid-range. So it's mid, so it hits him square in the face.
Yeah,
It's just like it's the most perfect kick I think I've
they
seen.
Call it a scarf.
Do you know what's mad as well? Do you know what's so crazy?
Like that, it's called a scarf. That's what they
Flawless,
call it.
did you catch the fight?
No, I don't watch UFC from.
Do you know what's so mad about it? Yeah. I'm not really a big UFC fan, innit? Like, I'll watch fights here and there. Like, I'll watch some cards here and there, innit? When it's the main fights, like the big fights, innit? Yeah. But it was only until I didn't even know there was UFC on last night. This is how bad it was. Yeah, until I was about to leave my work, because I didn't even watch the rest of the AJ fight. I left because I was so pissed off at work. It was just mad. Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Just before I left, someone said to me, "Are you gonna watch the UFC tonight?" And I said, "What? Who's fighting?" And then they said Usman versus Edwards, and I was like, "Edwards? Why do I know that name? I didn't know this guy was from UK, bro. So I didn't know this guy was from because, like I said, I'm not a UFC fan like that. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, like." So when I found out he was from the UK, I was like, "Oh, swear down." And then I heard it was against Usman. I was like, Usman's got this. Pound for pound, he's got this. Yeah. I woke up this morning. First thing I do is go on YouTube, innit? I type in Usman versus Edwards.
I hear that.
And then I watched the highlights of it, innit? That's why I don't know why I was laughing, but I was watching the highlights. And I can't lie, the first round, looked like it was more Edwards, and then second, third, fourth.
He won the first, and then he lost.
And then second, third, fourth, and most of the fifth, to be fair. Most of the fifth.
No, he was on the scorecard. It would be 4-1 Usyk.
He was losing.
That's why I said.
And you know what's so mad? When I saw the KO, I didn't even know. That's so mad. I didn't even know who won when I woke up. I didn't know who won, innit? Yeah. So that's why I watched the highlights, innit? Yeah. When I saw the kick. Like, we're talking 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning, bro. Yeah. Neighbors are sleeping. They're hungover, fam.
They go like
me was on the top of my lungs. Oh my fucking day,
bro. When I tell you, like, especially like how that's the thing with the UFC. Like, one moment you'll legit have the whole world like stand up. That's
like
pretty
that,
much
like that Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo moment.
Yeah, that type shit. Like that's one of them. But like for me, like just because of the story and like what, yeah, I just can't stress it enough. What that dude went to get his shot, like, yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit, I was rooting for him too, and that shit was dope that he could kind of put all that hard work.
Someone said, is it true that it was like a 6-7 year rematch in the making or something like that?
Yeah, he was his only loss too. He was his only loss. He had, they had both won like at least 10 fights in a row, but Edward just couldn't get into the country because once the COVID thing happened and they started asking for jabs, like, and people weren't like about it, like it just messed it up for everybody. So he got his shot and he took it, bro. Like, yeah, he's a real one for real.
Well, and big up to everyone who's still locked in. Make sure you continue to get your questions in. Let's get them likes up as well. I think we're over 40, so I think we're at 40. So let's get up to 50. Let's get the likes up.
Chat Mafia, y'all better act right, man.
Chat Mafia, subscribe to the channel as well. Don't worry, man. Like I said, if you are a member, I'm definitely gonna get to your question. Do not worry about it as well. Dan says, big up non-boxing, but let's get some respect for one of our own Brummy, Leon Edwards, for KOing Usman out of nowhere. Let's go. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna run through these comments, people, and then we're gonna get to the football. Don't worry about that. We will.
Take time.
It seems like I'm the only one with a fat smile on my face this weekend.
Says, hey, United ain't disappointed me this weekend, so I'm good.
Wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow.
That's not the weekend. That's Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a new week, fam. It's gonna destroy your whole week.
That's a whole new week.
If they don't play, then if they don't play, they can't. What's it called? They can't.
I just want to see United. I want to see. Sorry.
It's like Ryan if he don't show up and that. You know what I'm saying? He can't annoy me if he ain't here. You feel me? And that it's great when I don't see him. It's fantastic. Hold that, Ryan. Hold that. Safe says Eddie Hearns and AJ Bootlegger. The way Joshua behaved after the loss was inappropriate. Now he just his promoter. Safe. That's all it is. Like. You support. That's the job you're supposed to do.
It's hype man.
Like he's literally his hype man.
Makes
like,
him the most money.
Hey, if AJ does when AJ does retire for boxing, he should really get into promoting.
But hang on.
Yeah, go on.
Can I just say, what is Eddie Hearn supposed to do? We're supposed to he's average, but I still want you to buy tickets.
He's awful,
I don't think he's good enough. He's rubbish.
What's he supposed to do?
He's
the hype man.
Makes him the most money. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. He makes him money. It's the whole.
But that's
point.
what he's supposed. Yeah, that's what he's supposed to. He's a hype man, people.
He's
like if you see on stage, you have the main rapper, and then you'll have the person next to him. Like
he's a promoter.
His dad was a snooker promoter.
He's promoting the fight.
Flawless.
The keys of the title. Yeah, we're gonna get to that because someone mentioned it as well.
Because I ain't been able to chat to you the whole week.
Yeah, we're gonna talk on Tuesday. Anyway, we got a show on Tuesday. You feel me in that?
You better have that bulletproof on Tuesday,
people.
bro.
Man, them are gonna talk. Man, them United meets gonna talk from the Arsenal. Me and Cam moved to Tuesday because of the United Liverpool game. So we'll do it Tuesday night, people. Safe also says, I don't know, Flawless, the old AJ would be more likely to knock out Usyk. Here's where I disagree with that. Because the fact that he's more likely to means he's more aggressive, means he's more liable to get hit as well. And he gets hit a lot as it is. Like,
he got knocked down by Klitschko. Remember, he got knocked down by Klitschko. You know what I mean?
I've been saying a fully fit Ruiz would catch his jaw again. I disagree with that, but hopefully we might see number 3. That's a fight that's there for him, actually. That's a fight we could see. So everyone talking about retirement. Like, he has
the only way we see AJ with them belts again is when
I agree with you in terms of this bigger fights. What I'm saying is that's an option. Like that's still a fight that sells the trilogy.
He should take the Ruiz 3 fight, you know.
If I'm advising him, I'm telling him take that too.
I reckon he should take that as his next fight, to be fair.
I agree with you 100%. I think he should. Save saying he shouldn't retire. He should fight Wilder. If you lose, then retire. Now, even if not, I want to see him against him and Wilder.
Do you know what's so mad? Yeah, you know what? I've just thought about that.
I want to see him versus White. I want to see him.
You know, I've just thought about that. I'll hold my hands up on this one, innit? Yeah.
Go on.
I'll hold my hands up on the AJ thing. Yeah. I still criticize him, but I'll hold my hands up where I've gone in a bit too harsh on him. Yeah. But I've just come to realize, do you know we consider Mike Tyson one of the best, if not the best heavyweights in the world, and my man took 8 L's.
Yeah. But again, we didn't. You know what the difference? You know what it is.
But no. I'm. By the way, this is not. Sorry. Before you say anything, and I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying, AJ's only taken 3 L's in his career. Mike Tyson took 8.
But you know what it is?
More
It's
about with Mike. It's like, oh my bad, Fox. Go ahead.
Nah. Just before you go, Eddie, you know what the difference is? Cam's you're right in what you're saying, but you know what the difference is? Social
But it's
media.
just a difference in names.
Social
like,
media.
about,
You win.
Yeah,
if he would have won yesterday, he's the greatest heavyweight of all time. If you lose, you're a bum who should retire.
Yep.
There's no middle ground. You know what it's like? Ryan rating players. That's what it is. Either you're world class or you're a bum. There's no middle ground. Either you're Matip and you're world class, or you're Henderson and shouldn't kick ball again. There's no.
Man put Suarez on the same pedestal as Henry. This guy can never be trusted again.
I'm just Ryan. Sorry, I had to use. I ain't sorry actually. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? But it's what it is.
When I called Ryan media, I was spitting. You know.
Spitting. I'll play it right. It's all up. It's all up. Ryan, rebuttal, bro. Why are you so quiet, bro?
I'll let you have your
I want
moment,
you to come back like what?
You know why it's quiet, Cam? Because Jan's here, innit? I didn't want to get cooked by her, innit? That's why. He's shook.
Nah, Yan. Do me a favor, yeah? Yan. Listen. This isn't a Man City Liverpool thing right now, innit? This isn't no fake rivalry, yeah? Listen.
Cam, what you gotta understand is when we're in the group chat and that shameless, like, let Ryan say something and Yan says something. This guy be like, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Lewis is here. This guy, oh, sorry. You know what I'm saying? He's shook to death.
Oh,
I'm saying.
sorry, Yan.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, oh, sorry.
That's big sister. Why you getting all jealous, bro?
Nah, but it is what it is.
Hey, right, I got your back now, innit? I got your back from that. Hey, why you getting jealous, fam? That's his big sister. And what? You're his big brother. Why you getting jealous? What?
Let's see how long this lasts.
Don't make me so cold you. What?
What? Yeah, sure. Notorious FAT says his antics after didn't help him flawless. Not gonna lie. Nah, I hear that. I hear what you're saying.
I ain't listening, man.
Fury hasn't fought anyone good. Before you respond to that, I'm just trying to get through these. But no doubt. Fury hasn't fought anyone good. How can you predict him to win? Because he's the best heavyweight. Like, who's he supposed to fight that's good then?
Yeah.
So if he fights Usyk, who's Usyk fought that good then? Like, we can easily do that. Like,
you can't. No. With Usyk, it's different because he's a sorry, it's not different. Sorry, there would be the people that will come in more. It's different because he's only just come in from into the heavyweight.
That's like I never look at that like
different divisions. That's why.
Yeah, like but that's again in it, whatever in it.
You know what? Who has Fury actually fought? Fury, but everyone's going on like Fury didn't beat Klitschko.
Wilder, Klitschko, and Dillian White.
Beating my points, to be fair.
Yeah, like that's three very impressive wins.
Yeah, he stopped Klitschko when Klitschko was like at his apex.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. It's not like the AJ fight. AJ fought Klitschko. What, after a year and a half, 2 years out when Klitschko was out of the ring?
He did. He fought him undefeated.
And that's not me taking anything away from AJ's win. It's still a very impressive win. It's still a very impressive win, isn't it? But Tyson Fury beat him at his peak.
Yeah,
in Germany.
In his hometown.
Yeah, like I.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It might. I didn't speak on about because Edwards won the fight. That rematch is probably going to go down to like a Wembley or
that's what I think. That's what Dana White said. Did he said something about Wembley Arena?
It could be the biggest UFC fight of all time. They're trying to make it that way.
It will be.
But you know what's so bad? Maybe I'm wrong, and this is for my UK UFC fans. Yeah, correct me. I might be wrong. Like I said, I don't know UFC like that. But it's Leon Edwards on a big name like that for us over here. Not now he is. I know. I understand
now
that. But
he is.
But But I'm saying was he ever say a Bisping, Conor McGregor level? Like has he? I personally I don't think he is, but that's me just saying it because I don't know UFC like that.
Because Conor is more like.
I'm talking for the UK fans. Like, do us UK fans
in the UK scene? You mean?
Nah.
Yeah, do we rep him like how we would rep Conor or Bisping or you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Like, I'd say he's closer to a Bisping because Bisping was the first.
Yeah.
And now him being the first UK dude to really get it out. And then that division, which is one of the hardest, he'll become a star. But Conor was worldwide fame. Like Conor was different, and he was marketed that way. And he was Dana's boy. So
that's the one hill I die on. That's my cousin down the line, fam. I don't even give a fuck. That's one hill I die on, bro.
And you know what though? If I'm being honest, Khabib might be more popular than Conor.
I don't give a fuck.
Like, if I'm being completely honest, but Conor.
No. To be honest with you, yeah, I've always said it. Innit? I always said it. The only one fight I wanted Conor to lose was that Khabib fight after that press conference. I said, yo, nah, even that's too. What he said, he went too far in it. Yeah, like you can't defend what he said in it. There's no one out there that can defend what he said in it. So on that one, even though I'm a Conor McGregor fan, on that perspective, I said, bro, if you lose, you deserve it. Yeah, but every other fight, even the ones he's taking an L, I've wanted him to win. You get what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. Like
I'm a Conor. Like when I found out, when he came out in one of them press conferences and he said, when I say this, my family name loom, bro. When he said I'm Rob Roy McGregor, when he come out with that, bruh, that's my cousin down the line, somewhere. I don't know how far down the line, but if he's saying his ancestors are the same ancestors as my ancestors, don't take the piss. That's my guy, bro.
He's a real one.
Go on.
Like, he was the first.
He's a bit loony, but don't take the piss.
He was the first celebrity like UFC fighter. Like, that's why you can't really compare anybody to Conor, because he's just like in a room by himself when it comes to that celebrity. But like, he's not. It's kind of like the same thing with Mike Tyson. Like, statistically, if you look at the fights, like Mike Tyson doesn't have the greatest resume, neither does Conor. But Conor,
fame,
like
I get what you mean.
Fame and all that. He's like,
yeah, true. Yeah, but then the argument is what the argument would be then. Well, I say argument, but the sort of little rebuttal on that would be then like sort of. Like, he brought that fame to the UFC. You get what I'm saying? It's not like he was famous before as well. So even though he became famous because of the UFC, but brought that popularity to the UFC at the same time. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like he's famous because of UFC. He's famous because of what he's done. It's not like a Jake Paul, because he's not like one of them Jake Paul. He's famous from YouTube, but he's boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. So in that sense, it's like he gave the UFC that popularity. I'm not saying he gave it, but here's what
I'll end on. Khabib isn't as famous as he is right now if he doesn't beat Conor. Because what happens in the UFC is when a no-name fighter fights a fighter that has some kind of clout, it's like that clout gets transferred over to the no-name once they get the dub. And so,
to be honest with you,
let him finish. Go on, Eddie. Let him finish.
Once Khabib beat Conor, it brought the UFC to like corners that they never even had tapped into. But they don't get there unless Conor knocks out Jose Aldo. So it's on Conor, but the game passed Conor up. And so that's how we see where we are now, where his leg is doing the L sign, and he's calling out other dudes' wives to get clicks. Like, it's just that tough.
Leave my guy alone, fam. He's upset.
Hey, man, tell him pick his leg up. I think I saw.
Hey, listen, you tell him innit. Why are you saying I tell him? I don't want to be the third man. I'm not the third. I'm not the middle man. I'm not the messenger. I don't want to get shot.
I said pick up your leg.
Pick up his leg, man. You're dragging it a bit, dog.
Eddie. Eddie, you versus Conor, who's winning?
One sec. Save says it's Ali the GOAT. Before my time, but a lot of people do call him the GOAT. So it's like, I'm not going to go against it. But he's before my time. Mataza says Edward sold him with the 1-2, then husband had to duck out of the way.
Before your time?
Edward's through this kids. You was ringside. What are you talking about? I'm saying. Justice says, big up Flawless. Pardon, I need to borrow that. Hey, sir, for sure, man. Big up. Hey, funny. Why are you laughing?
Man said Flawless is 50 years old, blood.
Hey, funny. Why are you laughing?
Fight back.
Big up.
Fight back. I wouldn't take it. Fight back.
Big up Flawless panel. I
Man
need to borrow
Flawless is lying.
The vest is right there, man. I got you, Justice. I got you in it. Mataza says everyone talking about AJ Wilder. Wilder would send him to the abyss. Yeah, again, no one says Wilder. I agree with you. Wilder would win. What I'm saying, Mataza, is I want to see the fight. I don't I don't get why boxing fans don't want to see like number 3 fight number 4 or number 4
I
fight
feel
number
like,
5.
do you know why? Do
Like,
you know
why?
what? Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
Go on. Yeah, go on.
In the set, I feel like half the people that you saying them boxing fans only wanted it because of the titles.
Yeah, that's nonsense. I just want to see that bout.
Yeah.
That is what I want to see. The build-up would be exceptional, and I think the fight
Oh
would
my
be highly
god, the
entertaining.
promo, brother! It would be like a WrestleMania promo, bro.
This is
It'd be
my
like them
point.
building up to
But again,
WrestleMania, bro.
these are the same people, not Murtaza, but the same people who were complaining about Fury Wilder 3, and look how entertaining that was. I swear that got fight of the year. That was mad entertaining.
Yeah.
The third one. That was the best one out of all of them.
Yeah,
And
trust.
people just want to. I've noticed this, man. Sporting fans just want to moan and complain. Just
Oh yeah. Shout out to social media giving everybody a voice, but fuck that shit.
Yeah, some people need to be voiceless. Man.
Destroyed
You know
this
what I'm saying?
generation at the same time, bro.
Absolutely, some people need to be. Safe also says Tyson was mostly out of his prime when losing those matches in his prime. He won 90% of them. He's talking about Mike Tyson there. Never like Conor, his attitude and arrogance puts him down by a landslide. Some people hate it. Some people love it. It is what it is.
All right, Saf, do you like Tyson Fury?
Yeah, you can answer that. But moving off of UFC, but you lot continue to get your questions in on UFC or boxing. So we'll go to you today. Leeds 3, Chelsea 0. Talk to me about the game, and more so, not even so much the game. I know you'll have your thoughts on that, but more the aftermath. So I'm seeing people questioning Tuchel, people questioning certain players like your Koulibaly. Your midfield is a talking point like Manchester United's midfield, it seems at this point. Your attack, the likes of Mount, Havertz, etc. I know you have a lot to say. I didn't watch, so I genuinely
Jose.
Can't remember Everton was up after 4 games, man.
Yo, relax. I actually want to hear him. You man control, but I don't want to hear this still.
Okay.
There's a lot to.
Prime and Daniel were my witnesses. I said it about 4 times before kickoff. This Leeds team are going to press us more than Spurs did, and we're gonna have a tougher game. I don't think we liked the starting lineup. And this isn't on Conor Gallagher, but you can't play him in a 2. He's not a pivot player, and I don't think it was fair for Tuchel to put him in that position. Even though at the start of the game we nearly had an assist because Sterling should have scored, and within 30 seconds, so it should have been 1-0 up. Didn't happen. Move on. But from about 10 minutes in, we started getting overrun in midfield again. Same as Everton. We needed to drop. He needed to change it sooner. He didn't change it at half time until we're 2-0 up. We still had the better chance up until Mendy made his mistake. I mean, Ruben Loftus-Cheek got into the box and literally was near the penalty area and could have shot, but didn't. He literally stood there, took a touch.
Who was this? Who did this?
Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Oh, Loftus-Cheek. Okay,
the great
go on.
play. It was layoff. He was free. No one was been laid off. So the left back had been suckered in to take this other player. It was space, and for some reason, he didn't shoot. He decided to take an extra touch, go inside, and then try and pass it. He's a pussy hole. He is. He's a huge.
I've never heard you call someone a pussy hole.
He's a huge player, right? But when it comes to shooting, he's a pussy hole.
You don't want to shoot.
Pass it off. You don't want to pass it off. He's a mate. Anyway, then Mendy,
Chelsea.
Ridiculous. Come on, man. But Mendy, had 2 chances at the time before he got caught. He could have cleared that ball twice, and it's like, you are not good with your feet. I don't care if it goes out, just boot it. Yeah, his mistake. 1-0. Then whether it's foul or not is not the problem. It's the marking. It's the zonal marking.
Wait. Is this? Are we talking about Ballon d'Or Mendy?
Yeah.
Best keeper in the world, innit? Mendy, better than Alisson. All these guys apparently.
Like I say, you lot can ask all your questions. I genuinely want to hear this, and you lot can ask all your questions to the Chelsea.
I don't know if it's zonal marking. I hate zonal marking. Rodrigo gets in between Gallagher and thinks Reece James, heads it in 2-0, goes in 2-0. Half time makes a change, play 3 in midfield, but it doesn't make really any difference because we're 2-0 down. The attack is just non-existent again. Kai Havertz, I don't know what he does.
That seems to be a common feeling.
I don't know what he does. And Mason Mount, the only thing memorable about Mason Mount today was, again, and I don't understand why, he's on corners. He can't beat the first man. That's the first rule of taking any corner. You beat the first man, right? You beat. I don't know why he's still on corners, but he's non-existent as well. He then takes Gallagher and
Mason,
Jorginho
Money,
off,
Minerals, and Mount.
Keeps Mount and Kai on for some reason, and it's just a mess. And then they scored a third one. Leeds. Let me get this right. Leeds deserved everything today. They outrun us by nearly 10k in the attack, like Brentford did to your lot. Remember last week, like he kept Ten Hag kick because they outrun you by 13k or something like that. Same as this, right? And it's madness, right? And then he comes out, and this is where I'm not like one of these people that go, yeah, but it's Tuchel, he's a great manager. Nah. I'll criticize you. I don't care what you've done. I criticize Mourinho, so I'm going to criticize this dude. Do you know what I mean? Comes out and goes, oh yeah, but midfield wasn't an issue. We've got this. He names 2 players that are constantly injured that he hasn't got. And he goes, oh, but they'll be back. I wanted someone to answer him, and I answer, but for how long? Because they're going to be injured again. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think we're going to buy a midfielder. I'm sick of this Frankie de Jong thing. I'd go and buy Ruben Neves right now. I'd slap £75 million down for Wolves, and I'd go buy Ruben Neves because
take him out my club.
He bossed Spurs midfield. I know they lost, but he bossed.
Hold that, Jez. Hold that.
Like,
I actually say it louder.
In attack as well.
I forgot Jez is Conte out. Sorry, go on, carry on.
It's like, why are you persisting with...
You're allowed Jez, man.
Why are you persisting with Sterling in the centre when, even if you think the worst of Kai Havertz, Sterling plays better with a central figure. You've seen it for City and for England. Play him off the left and see what he can do. But people criticising Sterling today. It was like, what? Why are you watching? Why are you Why is it the first people you criticise? Oh, I know why. Don't get me wrong. I know why the proper Chelsea don't criticise Kai and Mount first. I know why. Yeah, trust me. I know why.
Let Sterling score 8 goals in 3 years or whatever.
Oh no, but it'd be like, but he didn't set up for Kai. I know why you're criticising him because it's the same with Trust me, if Didier Drogba was still playing, you'd be criticising him as well, and we all know why. But it's like the thing is, I don't know why you're playing Mount and Kai like that. I'd play Sterling left. If you're going to sit to the front three, you play Sterling left, Kai central, and Mount right. It just happens, right? And it's just one of those things. I hope now it speeds up the transfers because they're taking long. I'd take Aubameyang. People are like going, yeah, but Aubameyang's 33. Have you seen our attack? I want Didier Drogba out of retirement now, and he's 40-something. I'd take him now. I'd take Diego Costa's looking for a club.
I can't let somebody.
Man said run it back. You sounded like you talking about United.
There's a striker right now who's trying to get ready for the World Cup. That's more Gian. So
let's run it back, man. Let's run the dance back the whole night, man.
The shamelessness is unbelievable. You bring that Ghanaian mess bit up in this conversation. Do not bring that. Just do, man.
That being said, go on,
joins my club.
Go, Jez.
If he joins my club, I'm Tuchel out. Let's not do that.
You Tuchel out anyway, fam. You know what I'm saying? You Tuchel out. Jez is
Prime, you've been Tuchel out for like a year.
You might just need to just say it with your chest. Prime's, get me. Prime's Tuchel out. Jez is Conte out. Ryan's Klopp out. You might just think said it. Just go put the keys in the ignition on the bandwagon, man.
Yeah, you lot just need to come out with your chest now, man. Stop being Anthony Joshua, bruv. You're being attentive, bruv. You're being weak, bruv.
Hey, C1 is onto something though. I think Chelsea need a more creative winger.
I take Ivan Toney right now.
Yeah, I'm saying you need a more.
You know what's crazy? I take Ivan Toney.
I take Zaha.
Yeah, we take Ivan Toney too.
I'll take Ivan Toney.
Most teams take Ivan Toney right now.
Yeah,
he's a good striker. I've been saying this since he's been in the Championship that he's a good striker. But now I actually want to ask the Chelsea fans because this is what I was literally asking like last Friday, literally. If Chelsea has like a mental block when it comes to the smaller sides in the Premier League, because
I will question it. I'll need to see the reaction against Leicester. If I see the same thing, then I can agree with the mentality thing. What I will say is that it's just not. Listen, I don't know. I think Tuchel's got a strange balance in that because again after the game he's calling for new transfers and basically the players he's got shit. essentially.
Yeah, that was a wild. Lewis told me a statement he said where he said the problem with our attack is us have the same attackers as last season or some shit.
Yeah, it was in pre-season.
He goes, what do you expect? He went, what do you expect? I got the same players as last year. What do you expect?
It's not rocket science. It really isn't. It really isn't.
That is no. It's not rocket science. It's just a manager being that honest. That sounds like a comment someone would say on it.
No, I'm saying the problem is the script is not rocket.
They do ask about honesty in this, so like bigger.
Well, he's nearly got with the attack. He's nearly got everyone out. He's got Lukaku out, Werner out, and Ziyech is apparently in Holland tonight trying to sign for Ajax.
Wow,
Anthony. Bear Tuchel out. Bear Klopp out.
Ziyech is actually a good player, though.
I
think Ziyech is actually good.
Pulisic's dad is posting tweets about Thomas Tuchel and then deleting them. And there's no way his son doesn't know about it. I don't care what anyone says. So I think Pulisic will go. But the thing is, he's still his stubbornness to keep
hashtag
with Kai,
get the fridge to the bridge.
I wish we had I wish Broha was fit.
That was a great hashtag.
Because then you could take Kai off and put Broha and try him up. Right?
Why does he not play Bro? Yeah, why does he not play Bro?
Injured at the moment.
Oh, he's injured.
I'm deadly serious. I'd sign Ivan Toney and Zaha this week. I'd put whatever money and Neves. I'd put any money down. I don't care if rivals go, "Ooh, you spent 300 million." We need it.
Yes, I hear you.
We need, like you said, bring me players.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Bring me players before you go, guys. Yes, that was my fault, bro. Like when we were talking the money, bring me players in it. That's why I kept posting the snowfall clips.
Man.
Him, her. You get what I'm saying? Bodies.
It looks like a squad of Ryans in pro clubs at the moment. That's all I'm.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, what's more embarrassing? What in your eyes, like what's more embarrassing, the 4-0 to Brentford or the 3-0 to Leeds?
Brentford. They were 4-0 down at half time.
Who are you talking about? Are you asking what's the question? Are you asking me? Are you asking when
I'm just asking whoever. I'm asking the United fans and Chelsea fans.
Oh, say I didn't know that.
United is more embarrassing.
Yeah, of course ours is worse. We were 4-0 down.
4-0 down in the first half is very embarrassing.
And I think the only competition we have is the Mendy versus De Gea, who had a worse turnout. Like,
speaking on that,
okay, let me.
I gotta keep this stuff from the I'm saying. I want to hear from the Chelsea. Yeah, I want to hear from the Chelsea line.
Literally could have cost.
Prime needs apologies.
It's a shame you didn't get
Jesus. Prime don't need no apologies. Number one,
he's been calling out Mendy for the longest.
Let me get to this. Yeah, he's been calling out Mendy, Prime, calling out dark skin Chelsea players. You know, we already know this.
Yeah,
but your fault for today's game, Prime.
He's another one. He played Sterling before.
Hey, would you take Nicholas Bentner?
No, but to answer Eddie's question, losing 3-0 to Leeds is more embarrassing than United.
Okay.
4-0 to.
It was Cam's question, but go on.
But yeah, whoever asked, same thing.
Yeah.
Whoa! How's that the same thing?
But not going. I want to get to this Chelsea stuff in it. Not Cam troll. You can troll shortly in that. Let me get to this.
Nah, flawless. This ain't trolling. What do you mean same thing?
Sure, man. I can see trolling.
You trying to call me meaty, bruv?
You know what I'm saying in that? Nah, if I was, I'm
playing, bruv. I'm playing.
I feel like Everton were top after 4 games.
Yeah, exactly. But go on, Prime. Thoughts on today, innit? And I know you want to get to Mendy as well, and Sterling and Koulibaly, and you know what I'm saying, and Kante.
Reece James as well. Reece James.
Kante didn't even play.
Yeah, but nah, I'm joking. I know. I'm playing in it. He knows what I mean. I'm trying to.
Yeah. Tuchel got some stuff wrong today. He should have played Chalobah over Ruben and put James at wing back. Gallagher is an awful footballer, technically. He should not be in the squad.
He's not an awful footballer.
He shouldn't be.
He is. He's shit, bro.
After one game, man.
I said he's blonde now.
Let him.
We never gonna get past this, man.
Let him land.
Wait. Are these the same fans saying that the reason why Crystal Palace aren't doing so great is because they've lost Gallagher?
That might be his level, according to some.
Let me finish.
Well, let him land. Go on, Brian.
Shut up. Let me just finish. I'm not talking about just off one game. The stuff I'm seeing from Gallagher in preseason, from this game, from last season, from the season before, his technical ability is not good enough to play at a top club like this. He can play at Crystal Palace where he's running into space and counterattacks and he can do all that fun, whatever. When he's having to play deeper, that's the only way he's playing in this team. He is not good enough to do that at all. And he's going to have to play a lot of games this season because Kante and Kovacic just cannot stay fit to save their lives, well, to save Chelsea's life in this league. Our forward line, like, you know how you guys are trying to argue this against me, and I was saying with Sterling will get between 8 to 10 goals because of how bad the rest of the forwards are. In the 3 games Sterling's played, he's only had 6 shots on target.
Okay.
Like, and that's nothing bad on Sterling. It's like, where's the service from him coming from?
I still think he'll hit double figures regardless, but go on. Even without like service, I think
I don't see him reaching in the 15 to 20 in the league this season.
I don't think he gets 15 to. I don't think he gets 15 to 20, but I think he definitely gets double figures.
Well, yeah, 10. But anyway,
like 12.
Like,
but go
there's that.
14.
Okay,
but go on.
Well, it's based on what I'm seeing, and it's not improving. Playing out of the back from Mendy is absolutely stupid. I get, like, we play out of the back, and that's fine. But if you're under pressure and you're not good enough to do that, it's not the first time he's made sort of mistake. Just hoof and clear the ball. Like, I don't get why in his brain he thinks he's some Regista maestro. You're not that good. You're average. Just clear the ball. And it's funny because Chelsea fans will try and delude themselves and say last season, oh, he's better than Kepa on the ball, which he's not. Oh, he was responsible for us. The Champions League. Chelsea fans think he's better than Kepa on the ball, which he's not. People think
he's not better than Kepa.
No, on the ball. On the ball, he said. On the ball, he said.
I don't think anyone said that. Who said that?
Exactly? Open up your ears, you guys. Don't react to one word.
I'm sorry. I got you. You're speaking kind of low, boss. My fault.
Yeah, you do sound quiet, Prime. I know you're not trying to wake up the missus, but you do sound quiet. But carry on. Go on. It's all right. You're a respectable guy, man. I respect it, man. You know what I'm saying?
We respect
I hear that, man. I respect it, man.
You're making me lose my train of thought. Anyway, what was I saying?
Sorry. About him being a regista from the back, Mendy, and how your fans try to say he's not better on the ball.
He's terrible on the ball. And the thing is, like, you play Kepa, but then you have the thing of he's susceptible to a long shot against him. For me, I just say, like, the goalkeeping situation is not that much of a problem where we won't get top 4, but it needs to be sorted out next summer. Whichever one of them stays as backup, I don't really care. But we need to get someone like Mike Magnan at AC Milan or whoever, like an established top class or world class goalkeeper. Because even though I believe Mendy's better than the vast majority of goalkeepers in this league, it's still not good enough. Or I think he is anyway. I don't really know anymore. Yeah, the forwards line, Havertz and Mount stink, but like, what's really new there? Koulibaly, his first yellow card is just so stupid. Him trying to grab whoever it was he was trying to get, but it's like, I don't know. It's something that he's just gonna have to. I'm assuming now, because of that, he's learned he's not going to be able to get away with that in this league, and that's fine. I don't mind him doing it once, and then he's not going to do it again because he's 31 years old. He's a big man. It's not like he's 24 or whatever. He's going to continue making those mistakes and continue getting punished by it. I'm assuming he's not going to do that again. But our midfield, for me, is concerning because with Kante and Kova keep getting injured, it looks like it'll be Gallagher playing in there, or it will be Ruben playing in there, which isn't much better, in my opinion. Just trashy garbage. And Jorginho will continuously play and get burnt out. And Chelsea fans will blame him when we've got literally no other options. Like, this is why I say to Chelsea fans, the squad is, and to rivals too, when they say we should be challenging because we're Chelsea. Like, no, open your eyes. The squad is not good enough for a title challenge. It's because we're better than everyone else in this league. Does not mean we can step to the levels of City and Liverpool on a consistent basis. In one-off games, yes, fine, but that's based on how great of a tactician Tuchel is, not how good these players are. On a consistent basis, you see how average Mount is, or how inconsistent. Well, not even inconsistent. Havertz is consistently poor. So at least I can't even say inconsistent. He's there. Even our new signings, some of them will get dragged down to their level. Like Sterling's been here 3 games. And
he's consistently inconsistent.
He's got nothing to work with. It's so it's so frustrating, and it's like some of the players we're also getting linked to don't fill me with any sort of confidence. Like Ivan Toney, no, he's a mid-table guy.
Wonder why?
I don't want a Bamiyang. I don't. What do you mean? I wonder why? Relax.
I have a question. Who do you want as striker?
I don't want Zaha. None of you guys fill me with confidence. But if it's what Tuchel wants and he fits his player profile, then I won't necessarily argue.
Who would be your ideal though? That's a good question from Jez. Who do you want?
The forwards I want aren't available this summer, which is understandable.
I forgot he wants Kerry. I forgot he wants Kane.
Fine. No. Rafael Leao.
Yeah, I knew you get smile out of you there, Ryan. But we
hold on.
No, Rafael Leao.
Can I ask a question though? But then
Leao.
Following up this one then. Following up this one then. Are you saying is this one a preference one for you, or do you think he can also come in and play through the middle for two? Because I don't think he can do it. I think Tony would do a better job than him.
Wait, repeat that again.
No, I need to go now.
What's this?
Ryan, big up, love every time, little bro. Yeah, I'll catch up with you soon.
Who cares?
All right, brother.
Not gonna miss you. Bye.
Big up.
No, you might have slide. You know.
Jez, what you asking?
No, I was asking, was this is this a preference thing? Just what you like to see, or something that also Tuchel can work with through the middle, like as a proper number 9, not like any of this.
What are you talking about, Leao?
Yeah.
No, I think creativity wise, he comes in and improves our forward. Like Leao's not. He's like. No, but like, do you mean as a goal scorer?
No,
because he's not a striker. He's an inside forward.
Because I think Chelsea need a proper number 9. This is first and foremost.
Well, no, I don't even think necessarily it's the proper number 9 thing. I just think we need proper forwards that complement each other.
Yeah, and
like it's not.
I hear it, but you know what it is though. But then in the same time, Sterling, in my opinion, if he plays with the wing, it gotta be off the left, in my opinion.
No, but Sterling can also play. Yeah, but Sterling can also play off the right. Sterling play off the right.
He can play off the right, but I think the best one is playing off the.
But
left,
yeah, but also the thing is, we need forwards that come, because again, we got a proper number 9 last year, and that didn't work out because it didn't suit how we played.
But this is what I'm trying to say. But this is what I'm trying to say.
A proper number 9.
Proper number 9 who?
But that's my point. What? That's my point. We didn't see how we played.
No. The reason why that's not a defense is because he's not good enough. Tony's better than Lukaku.
No, but that's my point. We need players that are good enough. It's not just a thing of saying you need a proper number 9, because there's a lot of them out there, but a lot of them aren't good enough.
But the thing is, though, with someone with Tony, when I look at his attributes, when I watch him play for Brentford for a good time now, I know he fits the mold of striker that Tuchel, I think, can get the best on. It's like he has the link-up play in him. He can bring up the wide force together. He can bring us Sterling together. On whoever, because I always said this, Chelsea need to buy 2 more attackers so you can have like 3 up top in it, instead of having Mount playing like right forward, whatever the fuck he's playing right now. And obviously Havertz gets off the bench as well. And I said this, when you have a Tony like this who can link up but can also score goals, he gives you variety as option as well. Like if you want to just change up the system real quick in a game where like you need to chase something, he can score headers as well. Like he brings so much more to the game. But Lukaku, if you already knew you need to play a specific way, where I always thought like Chelsea was never gonna do it. I was thinking that maybe Tuchel was trying to adapt where Lukaku can fit the system. It didn't look like it. I heard a lot of people say he didn't want Lukaku in the first place. He would have preferred Haaland or Harry Kane. And if you say Harry Kane, I'm not saying that Tony can perform at the level like this, but he has attributes in terms of what he can bring to the game that Kane brings as well, in my opinion. And I know, and yes, I do think he's good on the ball, in my opinion. He's not clumsy. He can shot deep, not on the same level as Kane, but he can do it. He can win those 1v1s in the air in order to knock it down to a forward. But I think he can bring your wide forwards together. I think he would be a very.
You said who again?
I'm talking about Ivan Toney.
Yeah, no, Ivan Toney would be perfect for y'all.
I think he can really do a job where, like, for example,
You know what it is?
Even though I understand why Chelsea fans want Aubameyang, but I think even Tony would be.
No, but I don't. But no, I don't want Aubameyang either.
No, I'm saying, but
again, it's like. Oh, but
you need an entirely new front three.
I know that. I know that.
But Eddie, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I said they need 2 more attackers, because I said this many times before.
The issue is also...
but there's particular player profiles, and if Tony suits that, then fine, fair enough. I'm not gonna say my opinion is overall right, because there might be some players that just don't suit us that I would probably prefer. So fair enough if he comes in and suits us, but it's like it doesn't necessarily fill me with overall confidence, because I don't personally believe he's that guy. If he is and he comes in, like, I'm not going to complain about it.
But the thing is, cool, if he's a piece, he'll link the play, which is what you need. Right now, you lack creativity. Like, it's apparent. Go ahead, Surfer.
Sorry, maybe in this game, but overall, it's not really creativity; it's conversion. The issue is these guys don't have competition, right? These guys don't have competition. Mendy doesn't have competition. No matter what anyone says, Tuchel doesn't rate Kepa. He thinks he's shit. That's why he only plays the cup games. Yeah, that's why. I don't care what anyone says. Matt's in the chat right now going Mendy out. The Kepa ain't coming in, bro. He's shit. All right, that's what he's got. Biscuit wrists. Yeah, that's what he's got. Right, he ain't playing. Right, we've got the perfect goalkeeper. It's just in 2 people. If you could fuse the 2 together, you'd have the perfect goalkeeper. Yeah, but the thing is, Kepa is shit. Yeah, so that's why he's not getting in, and Mendy knows he's not getting in. So he knows he's going to play against Leicester, even making this mistake, because Kepa is crap. Same with like Kai and Mount. They don't know not getting dropped. Who's going to replace them? Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi? Pissed off. They're not going to replace them.
All I hear is Chelsea.
They're crap. Hudson-Odoi.
All I'm hearing is
we get to that. Yo, Lewis, you there, my brother? You there? Yo, Lewis.
He's asleep.
Yeah, he's definitely passed out.
It is what it is, man. It's like,
to be fair, it's been a long day for him.
Yeah, it has been a long day still. It has.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? You might wake up and just rant. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. It is what it is with this team. Like, as much as like we're all complaining and stuff now, we'll still finish in the top 4, and we'll still finish.
No, I do.
No, I'm talking about Chelsea fans flawless.
I was just making sure. I was just making sure.
Yeah, you're gonna complain tomorrow. You're complaining tomorrow. Relax.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
Complain about it.
I hope it's a draw now. I hope it's a draw.
No.
I'll take a draw.
Hey,
this is a big relegation 6-pointer. Yes, I will take a draw. Give me that point. I'm trying to get off the mic.
Casemiro. What did we say about Casemiro? He's getting presented for the game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They're so dusty for that. Like, it's like, come on now. For us, what we're doing.
Also, can I answer Matt's? We need to get Navas. No, we don't. This thing of, well, Saul Kepa, bring in Navas to be back up to Mendy. He'll perform well for a few months. Chelsea fans will get gassed. Then he'll have a stinker 6-7 months, and we'll be saying we need another goalkeeper. Like, for me personally, I'd keep both this season. Next summer, get an established goalkeeper, number 1, and then whichever one of the Kepa and Mendy you want as a backup, I don't really care about. As of right now, as much as we can say goalkeeper is our problem, I don't think it's the main problem in this team. Like, that we need to make a drastic move on.
I want to make a bold claim for next season.
Go on.
If Nottingham Forest go down, but he has a good season, I would go for Henderson.
No, you wouldn't. No. Support Andrew. Support someone else. Support someone else.
I like him. I think he's underrated. Listen, what I've seen so far. It's only 3 games, so I'm going to take it.
Okay, so so far, you're like, yes.
Season, listen, I think he's better than Pickford. Right, who's an England goalkeeper.
He's not better than Pickford. He is not. He is not better than Pickford.
He is better than Pickford.
He is not better. He is not better than Pickford. What is it? What is it with Premier League fans?
We are not.
Big old mid-off again on the chat.
We are not doing Henderson versus Pickford. No.
Hold on. Can I just say this?
No, we ain't
What
doing
is
that.
it?
Go on.
What is it with Premier League fans getting gassed about relegated goalkeepers? You guys did
First of
this
all,
with
they're not
Premier League fans.
they're not
No, but
relegated.
but he has been relegated. Like it's a couple of
Yeah, but
seasons.
it's not on.
so's
Premier League fans.
wait. But so's Robertson. Robertson got relegated. He's one of the best fullbacks in the league.
No. I'm talking about no goalkeepers. I'm talking about.
So why
you guys people because like
Nick Pope got
I'm
relegated.
talking about there's been a trend these past is it 5 seasons or whatever or 10 like you got the same thing was said about Mignonet, and he was nothing special as well. The same thing was said about Pickford. He was gassed up, and you guys now don't rate him. Like Henderson's not. He's not the guy to make the step up. And even as a backup, I don't even think he's better than what we have.
Well, I don't know. I disagree. I want to see him. I think Nick Pope's a good goalkeeper. He got relegated. Doesn't mean you're. But
Nick Pope's not good enough. Nick Pope, but Nick Pope's not good enough to make the step up either.
I think he
can. I think
he is. Yeah.
No.
I've always been on the Nick Pope
Oh
thing.
wait, Steph, were you talking about Pope?
He was talking about
Pope. I think Nick Pope's a good goalkeeper. Yeah.
Oh, see, you're talking about Henderson initially, yeah?
Yeah, Henderson, Pope.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, just because the goalkeeper's relegated doesn't mean they're bad.
Yeah.
No, that's not. That's also not what I said. I said there's a trend.
What you implied.
That's what you implied.
No, I know. I said there's a trend with these relegated goalkeepers in the Premier League getting gassed.
Then what is? Sorry, I don't know.
You get him on a cheap.
What's your point then?
No, because a lot of them these past decade or whatever are just not that good. Like in terms of we're talking about the highest level. By the way, we're not just talking about competing for top 4.
Yeah, no,
the
but
highest
I mean,
level, they're not that good.
It's a team thing. Relegation is a team thing,
cool.
so I can't.
I can't put all on the goalkeeper. Like, a goalkeeper.
Okay. Again, I didn't. All right, cool. Whatever.
Mentality of these players think. You didn't put it all on the goalkeeper, but that's how it sounded, isn't it? So it's like if you want to elaborate further on it, that's what it sounded. No, that's what it sounded like. That's all we're saying.
Okay.
That's what it sounded like. You know how like when you say stuff and you sound Klopp out. That's why I say it, because that's what it sounds like. It's the same rhetoric somebody would have if they were Klopp out.
I called him Shamsdale, but Ramsdale's looking very good at the moment.
But even with Ramsdale, he's also not good. Ramsdale's also not good enough to make the step up at the highest level. So,
but do you know what's mad? Now you're talking about my player, Ramsdale's not. I don't believe in Ramsdale like that, but he's better than any name that you mentioned just
Andrew, Ramsdale's not playing at the highest level right now.
But he's playing at a higher level, though.
No. But I'm not just. But again, Andrew, I specified and said, will these goalkeepers maybe be good enough for like a top 4 challenge? Fine, but I don't want that. I'm talking about the highest level, competing, like being the best team in the world or one of them.
Do you know
none of these goalkeepers are good enough.
I want to sign the South Korean goalie when he saves 3 penalties at the World Cup this year. That's what I'm going to say.
Who? Oh, okay, cool.
Why? Oh, yeah, because he's supporting South Korea at the World Cup. That's what it is. I don't know why, but he is like, no, all bullshit aside. Someone asked that when there was the members Q&A, and someone asked like, who's everyone got at the World Cup? You know what I'm saying?
There is a real lack of world-class goalies at the moment. Like,
that's why you have to go find one.
Real lack.
You got to go find one.
Go find and then just build them from there.
Which is why Petr Cech recommended Mendy that bomb, man.
He's not a bum.
No, he's not a bum, man. Stop saying.
But he's not
I'm talking about Cech.
Cech ain't a bum either.
But Cech ain't a bum.
The greatest goalkeepers of all time.
I'm not talking about him as a goalkeeper, man. I'm talking
about his recommendation.
As a recruitment.
Ahmed says mentality of these players stink. What does Mount do? Havertz, where was he? We need a DM and competent attackers alongside Sterling. Loftus-Cheek, dribble merchant. Yo, Ahmed, you were hella confident last time on the fan calling show. What's going on?
It's a
change.
I think he's stressed again.
He's stressed again, man. Hopefully Chelsea can survive, like he said.
We're going. We need a DM. People do not recognise, and he doesn't play. Thomas Tuchel doesn't play with the DM you think he wants.
No.
Everyone wants a destroyer, like a Casemiro, who he does good passing as well. But Casemiro's main job in Real Madrid was to break it up and give it to Modric or Cruz.
Yeah.
Tuchel has never played with someone like that, even at PSG, at the base of the 3-man midfield with Verratti. Yeah, Verratti is not that type of break.
Verratti's more Jorginho-esque.
Exactly right.
In terms of
exactly
profile.
right.
Yeah.
And Tuchel doesn't play with that. So why do you think we're interested in De Jong? We're not going after. We didn't go after Casemiro. Do you think if Thomas Tuchel wanted Casemiro and he's on the market for 60 million, Chelsea wouldn't go in for him?
Yeah.
Do you actually think
I can't believe.
we
I
wouldn't
still can't
do that?
believe we got him. I can't
think
believe it.
If
His
any
wages.
of these other clubs didn't want to destroy it, like Manchester United would get him for 60 million in this Manchester United, not former Manchester. This Manchester United would get him for 60 million. Are you insane?
Costa high
Are you
wages.
insane? Come on, people.
You spitting. You are spitting.
Also,
that's a vet. Before he goes,
if Newcastle wanted Casemiro, they would have got him ahead of Manchester United.
What's there for saying there is a point in terms of if Chelsea, if Tuchel did want that profile, he would have signed. You at least would have made a bid for him, like 100%. I'm over the moon about that signing.
Would have bidded for him.
Over the moon about that. I can't believe we signed him. I'm still in shock.
Yeah, Fred.
Yeah,
Chelsea fans honestly think if Tuchel wanted him, we wouldn't have gone in for Casemiro.
See,
are you
the thing
out of your mind?
Do you know what I think he should have done? He should have went against his profile, and he should have signed Casemiro because Casemiro and Jorginho works.
Yeah. Casemiro, that's the type of DM that works in this too.
Yes.
So Matic worked in this too. That's the type of DM I want. But Tuchel doesn't want. I don't know why he doesn't want in a team.
But you know
in
the thing is though.
I can understand.
I think he's going against his. That would go against what he wants.
He's suffering from.
But you know what?
Managers is stubbornness.
Yeah, it's stubbornness. But if I remember correctly, and someone in the chat be able to tell me, to my knowledge, Ten Hag didn't play with a destroyer. But he just got to the league and was like, "Yo, get me a destroyer." I'm all
Hey, listen. I got I got a bounce, innit? I got a bounce.
Love every time, man.
Before I quickly go in it. Obviously, Chelsea 3-0. Hold that. Man United 4-0 from last week. Hold that. Oh, before I go though, but literally, no. Real shit. Before I go, yeah. Before I go in it. Top of the league, 3 out of 3. You already know what it is. The only English team with 3 out of 3. Top of the league, 4-0 from Brentford, 3-0 Leeds. We already know.
He's out there.
Cam, can I ask you a question? Oh, he's gone.
You see how he skates? You see how he skates after he says all that foolishness?
Eddie, do you know why they're getting nosebleeds from the top of the table?
Listen,
Everton was top man last year. So what does it matter?
But what Surfer was saying there is spitting about like if like Tuchel wanted that type of DM, he would. I'm a big fan. That's my favorite type of DM. It's kind of out of the game now. You don't really get destroyers, but I'm with it. We need.
But he is a perfect. That's why he's been the best. He's a hybrid, right? He's a destroyer that can pass. It's like a Matic for us in 16-17. Because Matic, you look at his stats. He's got a lot of assists. He got about 8 assists that season. Very good. Yeah, the 2 with Kante, right? But he's that type of player we want. We need in the 2. If you these midfielders, there's 1 6 at this club. It's Jorginho. The rest are 8s. I don't care what anyone says. You cannot play 2 against 3 in midfield. That's what happened today. We got overrun, and he didn't change it till half time. It was too late to tune it down.
The thing is though, if we had like say Kovacic instead of Gallagher in midfield, we might have been able to get away with it and just like pass them off the field.
But you know what the thing is? The reason why I don't agree with it is because the way Leeds was, I was running you guys as well, and that day because in my opinion, if you had Kante there. If you had counted there, I would agree with that. But I'm not sure with Kovacic, if I really have to be honest. Because, like I said,
because those 2 are press resistant and they could play out. I'm not saying it would have been perfect, but it would have helped.
It would have been better.
100% would have been better.
100% would have been better because I do agree with what you earlier said that if Gallagher needs to play in the advanced areas of the field. He's going to be useless if you're playing deeper and deeper off the pitch.
A two does not. I don't care who the team is. You can have the best 2 midfielders in the Premier League. In this Premier League, against 3, they will get overrun. Any 2 in this league will get overrun. I don't care. Liverpool don't play with a 2; they play over 3. Same with City. Same with Spurs play with a 2.
We play 2. We play 2 years, so we suffer from the same thing.
2 against 2. I fancy anyone. I fancy on my field against anyone. 2 against 2, a good fight. But against 3, I don't care who it is. You saw it today. You saw it against Everton. You get overrun. That extra man is so key. It is
100%.
so key. Because
isn't that what Mount? But
Mount didn't do it today. He didn't drop back. He didn't.
I know,
back.
but that's my point. You know what's funny? Every Chelsea fans complain about our midfield doesn't connect to our attack and stuff like that. Is that not exactly what Mount's supposed to do? Is he not supposed to be the link?
No. Well, I don't know. I tell you why. Not in these games, because he's been made to stick wide or wider. Whether in those last season he was allowed the affordability to move about a bit, so he'd go either side or drop into a 10. Because at the end of the season, remember, we're playing him more as a centralised 10. Whereas like now it's wide and it's wide on the left as well. That's what I don't get. It's wide on the left.
Yeah, why is it wide left?
Doesn't make any sense. He's right-footed. He's not. You know what I mean? So even then, he's going to take an extra touch and cut back in. So he's got no left foot. So just stick him out wide on the right if you're going to do that, or drop him in a 8, or this doesn't work. This doesn't work. And all this blame. The first thing is always you Chelsea. No, else you want to hear, but Chelsea fans on Twitter, you're so simple. Oh, it's J5, who's getting bypassed again. He's the only one in midfield.
So
of course he's going to get bypassed against 3 players. You fools. Of course it is. That's why he has to come off all the time. Because he's covering like 4 players. But no, let's blame Jorginho. If we get rid of Jorginho and put Declan Rice or Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong
doesn't change what happened today.
Frankie de Jong would have got rinsed today. He would have got destroyed today in a 2.
100%.
I don't care what anyone says.
He's a good
player. But he would have overrun and destroy. I'll tell you why. He's never played in a league like this, De Jong. If he comes to this league, it's going to take him a while to adapt. Because he's not going to... There's no way they press in the Eredivisie or the La Liga like they do here.
La Liga,
yeah. Just don't do it. It just doesn't happen.
And this is the thing that I always say with like the Chelsea. Because, for example, like I said this before, like obviously he was at Fulham 2 seasons ago when they had Anguissa in midfield. If he was a squad option for Chelsea, he would have been perfect. But he's obviously at Napoli now because I think he fits the physicality. He has the press assistant on him, good dribbler, and he can go forward and he can kind of do what Kante does sometimes when he goes forward. But obviously, you don't get too many players like this anymore.
But Jez, you saw this Saturday, right? You saw, and I'm going to bang this on until the window shuts. You saw Ruben Neves.
He dominated.
He dominated that midfield, right?
Yeah.
Against even after you made the changes, Ruben Neves was the star man for Wolves.
He was man of the match.
He was brilliant, in everything that he did, right? Go to Wolves. They bought a replacement in Nunes for 45 million. Slap down 70 million. They won't turn it down. Trust me, they won't turn it down.
They've been prepared.
I know he wants to leave. He's not going to come out and say what he like put a transfer. But everyone knows he wants to go. He's 24 years old. He's only 24 years old. He's been in this league like 4 years. And he's only got better in each season. And he's ready. He's ready for the step up. He's ready. I would buy him. None of this waiting for Frankie de Jong to only turn us down on the last day of the season. Because that is exactly what's going to happen. It's going to go to the last day of the season. Everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah, we should have done this. You're right.
And you're going to see him in that glorious red, and it's really going to fuck you up.
Speaking...
I didn't know. He's not going to go to Manchester.
Not going anywhere.
Hey, let's go, Eddie. Hey, that's what he would have said about Casemiro, to be honest.
Well, speaking of players are not good enough, Martaza, Scamacca.
No, I'm saying people would have said there's no chance he comes to Manchester United. He stays at Real Madrid.
Speaking of players are not good enough, Martaza, Scamacca is not good enough.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No. What I'm saying is, even with this, before you go, Prime, hold that thought. I'm saying even with a free run, people say, nah, stay at Real Madrid. No one would expect. No one expected that signing. I didn't.
You know what? Maybe not.
So Daniel, you called us signing Casemiro.
Yeah, because he got the high wage. It's in the wages he's on.
No. I'm saying before we made the bid. No. I'm saying before we made the bid.
Oh, you needed him. You needed him for Fred.
No. We needed him.
But you didn't call it. You didn't say it.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. No,
that's my point. Is before the deal was announced, nobody would have expected that to go through. Is what I'm saying. Nobody called that. I didn't believe it. I seen it. I was like, not a chance that happens.
I should have bet on something stupid.
Shout out to T-Pain. It ain't tricking if you got it, big dog. We got the money.
More chance of me giving Ryan a solo show on here. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what I thought on that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'd watch it.
Yeah, you'd be the only viewer in that. You know what I'm saying?
But this goes Matasa Scamacca thing. But the problem is, and I agree with Prime. I'd want Tony, but I agree with Prime that I don't think we'll get Tony. also Tuchel doesn't really play with a front, with a forward like this.
It's a big man, yeah.
Look what he tried to do look when he tried to introduce Icardi at PSG to that front three or that front two. It just didn't work. And with Aubameyang, okay, people say Aubameyang, yeah, he moved to centre bit, but he played most of it on the left for Tuchel.
Yeah,
I don't think he wants that type of centralised. Even though I think it would do well, like a Giroud type. I don't think he wants that, and that's a problem. But now you can't play Sterling in the middle; it doesn't work.
But then this is the problem. Though. Like there's only the players that you're trying to describe. Obviously, Aubameyang, ironically, is available. So but other than Aubameyang, who can play century, but he can go to the left like all this, but he has the clinical thing on him. There's not a lot of players out there.
That's what I'm saying. I keep saying Aubameyang's like Eto'o in 13-14. I think it's a transition transfer to get us to next summer. Like the summer after that, we signed Diego Costa. There's rumours about Nkunku, but I think Nkunku is just going to be like Werner. You know what I mean?
I think he's going to be Havertz, not Werner.
Well, I don't. Yeah, so I wouldn't. And also, there's going to be someone that emerges at this World Cup that no one's heard of before, or very little. There's going to be a striker that just pops up and scores 4 goals, and everyone's going to be after him in January.
No, see, I don't want to do that. I don't like buying players just based off a tournament. They're not usually that good.
It always happens.
They're not usually that good. But also, yes, what Mortaza was saying about Scamacca, Scamacca is still very young and very raw. He's not good enough as of right now to make that step up to Chelsea, where all the pressure and expectations on him, and if he has a bad performance, he's going to get criticized. Like him going to West Ham, it's probably a pretty good move. Like the past few games, he's been on the bench. Like he's going to go there, slowly bleed his way in, and if he has a bad performance, no one's going to really talk about it. Like you have to, a lot of these young strikers, Scamacca, Usman, Isaac, David, they've got potential, but like as of right now, they're not good enough. They haven't proven any, and the thing is, they're all worth big money. They're all worth big money, but they're not good enough currently because they haven't really proved it.
You do. Hold that thought. Yo, Jan, you there?
She better be.
Yeah, Jan, you prick. Are you there? Yeah, all right, never mind.
Hey, leave Jan alone. Leave
Jan can hold that.
Why you calling her a prick, man?
Yo, because she's a prick. That's why. Hey, Jan, shut up, man.
Nah, Flawless, you're a prick. Leave her alone.
Yeah, Lewis, you can shut up as well. Yeah?
Hey, Jan, if you're a big sucker, don't say that.
I'm not gonna have that, man. I'm not gonna have it. Y'all better relax with El Jefe, man.
Hey, Lewis,
y'all better relax with El Jefe, big dog.
Let's go.
Y'all tied that cape on a little too tight for me right now. Y'all go ahead and relax on it.
I just need the name of Louis.
I forgot who channel it was.
I'm glad it took you 7 hours to travel, Lewis. I'm glad it took you 7 hours. Also,
shout out, Sadu.
Hey, Jan, I'm glad your team has no European Cup. Where's your European Cup?
Why is Jess singing it? What European Cup are you won?
They got a European Cup. They won one. They got Europa, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Jess. Yeah, they got Europa.
The greatest thing at this cup would be the restructuring of it in terms of scouting and a DOF. Yeah, director of football. Yes. Look what Campos has done to. They both went. Look what Campos has done to PSG. He's got like unfavoured, like unfashionable names, right? But don't tell me anyone really knew all these players he's going to buy. Only if you're some like European football nerd, you know who they are. And Flawless, have you seen the game tonight with PSG? They beat Lille 7-1. They beat Lille 7-1. Flawless, they scored from kickoff. They scored from
FIFA style, man.
Literally, and Mbappe passes it to Neymar. He passes it to Messi. Messi's in his own half in the D, chips the ball over, and Mbappe runs on it and chips the goalkeeper, and they're 1-0 up within 30 seconds. It's ridiculous.
That league is not serious.
But look at who he's bought though. He's bought Vietnam. He's bought a few other players, but they're not fashionable names, right? Yeah. They're just good players. And he knows them because of the market and everything like that. And that's important as well. That's why it's pissed. We couldn't get him because of the sanctions, obviously. So.
And Andrew, do you know another thing of why I'm not like these names we're linked to, I'm also not convinced by, because I don't trust who's going after them. I don't trust these scouts. If we had a proper director of football, if we had proper scouts, you know what? I wouldn't complain if you were linked to Tony. You'd be like, fair enough. They probably see something in him. I'm for it, whatever. But because we still have these bums, I'm gonna be skeptical about it.
But it's weird. Our youth guys do pretty good.
I mean, listen, our youth scouts are not that, bro. Our youth scouts are not that much better. Our youth scouts have produced players like Dominic Solanke. They're not better. Our youth scouts are not better.
That's why the director of football comes in and changes the whole structure of the scouting network. Where to go, where to go. Like Florida says, there is a market out there. It's just at the moment they're not big names. You know what I mean? It's not a big name market. Do you know what I mean? It's not someone to pop up and go, look at. I keep saying it's one of the great Chicharito when he went to Man United. No one knew of Chicharito before he went to Man United. No one knew what he could do, and he was a sensational buy for about was it 10 million or something like that? Might even be.
Hey, before you continue, Mertazi, yo, keep it clean in the chat, man. Come on, fam. You know what I'm saying in that. Run bands, run jokes, but no personals. Please keep it clean in the chat. And that's to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean, no personals. But yeah, you're right. That's why I hate the whole there's no value in the market.
Yeah.
No, you're just not looking hard enough. You're not trying to find a partner here. People act like going into the transfer market is like trying to find a woman. No, it's not the same shit. It's not. You know what I'm saying in that? There's thousands upon thousands of footballers. Go and scout who can fit your profile. You know what I'm saying? It's not as specific as trying to find your other half. That's how people are going on. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if you make a bid and you bring in a player and it don't work, you just go on to the next one. It's really not that tough. And so forth and so forth with players. Like, it's really not
weird analogy, but also perfect.
It's exactly, because I have to put it into terms because I know man them will understand. That's why I always use gal analogies. But that's how people talk about it. Like, it's not like this. Like, people act like bringing a new player into your club is like having a partner. Like, if you have a life partner, they're a part of your everyday life. You get what I'm saying? And like, this is just your football club. It's really not that deep. It's not.
Look at Leicester the last few years. They found Kante and Morris and paid less than $1 million for them. They paid less than $1 million for them.
And then they sold Kante and then replaced him with Ndidi.
Yeah, exactly.
So Leicester can do that. Who was it? Was it Brentford? Did Brentford not have Tony, Watkins?
Watkins, they said Ollie Watkins.
Benrahma. Who else? I swear there's one more as well. Like, I swear there's.
Look at Brighton. Basuma's gone. That Casado kid,
he
might be better than Basuma, but he is.
Literally, like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Because the thing is, this is what I always said. Like, I'm trying. Like, you can't go and go to play a sport. I do the Football Manager. Ironically, Julian Alvarez that City bought. I knew him since last year, but nobody was talking about this kid. I already knew that he was very highly rated before he even came to City, and I knew that. I think it's going to be a really good signing. And I said, Spurs, in general, we go and sign this kid. Make sure you secure this kid for the future. But City got him now. And he's
you see what you...
highly is.
But Jez, you see what you did on Football Manager? You scouted. You sent your scouts somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And found it. So you can do it on a game.
Argentina, though. Yeah.
Just send them Argentina.
Literally, I literally set them up and said one of my scouts that literally is Argentine. Told him go to Argentina and score the best young Argentine talents, bro. Even Enzo Fernandez ended up going to Benfica, and he's been this summer. And he's been actually performing really well. I've been looking at this. Not a lot of people know this kid, but I think he's a talented footballer.
And look at Bruno Guimaraes from Lyon.
Yeah, Bruno G is the one.
Paid what, 35 million for him?
And actually good Bruno.
That's going to look cheap in a few years. He looks a player. He looks a player. He would get. I'm telling you right now, he'd get into any. I think he'd get into any top 16.
He's better than that. I'd swap him for Bruno anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Give me that Bruno. Like,
I know. I'd swap him for Arlo.
Is there any Bruno in my academy? I need to look up. I've been already like. But then again, I knew about Bruno G. I said even last summer I want Bruno G at Tottenham, bro. Like, it's not hard, bro. Like, if you really.
What do you mean scouting costs money? These guys are hundreds of billions
of pounds. They're billionaires. What are you talking about?
Scouting costs money. Everything costs money. It's football.
Wait, is that Ahmed that said that?
Yeah, come on, Ahmed, man.
Ahmed, do you know what counts? Ahmed, do you know what costs more money? Spending 60 million on Werner and 72 million on Havertz just to replace them with 100 million Lukaku, just to have to sell them and replace them in Sterling and Aubameyang, just to have to sell those and replace them a year. Like, what we doing now? Come on, bro. Use your brain.
Legit, I said this before. United could say to me, give me an Eddie money and say, right, go to such and such a country. We're looking for these players in this position. Go to games and watch the league. It's really not that difficult.
Yeah.
No, you might go Brazil and we're looking for a DM that does this, this, and this. This is the profile. This is the age gap. This is the age range. This is the attributes we're looking for.
So
we come back with a list of names.
Way up the cost of scouting to the good players they get for less than millions to what they then help your club achieve by winning trophies and places in the league. The difference is huge. I'd rather pay for the best, like FIFA, when you play for the best scouts, right, the 5-star ones. I'd rather pay, like on FIFA, £4 or £5 million for them to do whatever, when in fact they get me a player that costs that amount of much and is going to contribute to earning me hundreds of millions of pounds a year in prize winnings and everything like that, and scoring winning goals. The cost of effective scouting should not come into effect for
Is it? I think it's like I think it's a fan.
I think it's a fan. Someone got a fan on.
All right, okay.
No, that's me. It's hot as fuck in California. My fault.
It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good.
Yeah, that shit. All right. Oh, you can't see the glisten. You see the glisten?
Nah, man, you calm. You looking
the halo.
You're good.
The halo.
Nah, bro. We thought you were just sweating about McFred tomorrow.
I ain't sweating about shit. Come on now, my boy.
This guy who just turned up with Conor Gallagher in his midfield talking about midfields. The irony, but go on.
Hey, bro. Listen, I'll swap you Gallagher for McFred.
I would take Gallagher.
I would take that. What are you talking about? I'll give you Gallagher for Bruno.
Just take Bruno. You know what I'm saying?
Take Bruno.
Just take him. Just take him.
Give me Casemiro. Give me Casemiro.
No. You ain't taking our guy. That's my guy in it. You ain't doing that. That is my guy. That is
Are you giving us all your bombs with more bombs then?
That is my guy in it. We are not.
Wait, Ahmed, don't you dare say I'm smoking something strong. Have you heard your opinions? Respect yourself, bro.
Chelsea beef.
What you just said about swapping anyone for McFred should be a crime against nature, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
I mean, I was joking. Don't take it seriously. I was joking.
Your voice doesn't change at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have no prime. You have no telling it. You know what I'm saying? And Ronald
You
McDonald,
know
nobody ordered a Big Mac meal, but thank you for pulling up. Much appreciated. Make sure
you know me for how long? You guys should know. You guys should know my tells.
We don't, because we can't see you and your voice just stayed the same. So it is what it is. Let me get to this.
It's night time. The camera has to stay off.
No, it's calm, man. I understand, man. It's fine having cameras on. Cameras at school. Nah, it wasn't.
This is next to him. That's right.
Yeah, man, that's fine. You know what I'm saying, I respect it. You don't want to show your
Jazz, not too loud. Hey, stop,
Jazz.
Stop.
No. Question for the panel: who's more overpriced, Maguire at 85 million or Anthony at 100 million?
Maguire.
Anthony himself. No, this can't even let me finish the question.
No need, Maguire. Next question.
Yo, Eddie's disdain for certain
fucking
United players is funny. Yo.
See the change in voice.
Wait, hold on. Eddie.
We had Vidic and Ferdinand, my boy. You understand my pain. You understand my pain.
But yeah, it's Maguire, because Anthony, if he comes in and performs, nobody's talking about his price tag. Whether he could be 200 million. If he comes in and performs, nobody's talking about it. People only talk about price tags when players fail. That's it. That's why people talk about Kepa's price tag, or Maguire's price tag, or Pepe's price tag, or Lukaku's price tag. Let Lukaku would score 30 goals. No one's talking about him being 100 million. Same with Darwin.
Hey, no need to put a Chelsea player in twice.
It is what it is, man.
Kai Havertz in there too. That's another one.
Yeah, Kai Havertz. There we go. Timo Werner.
I'm gonna say Anthony.
Yeah,
I want to say something about Havertz in his Champions League.
But Anthony at 100, I'm cool. Bring me players. I don't care at this point. It's desperate times call for desperate measures.
I understand it from your reason, because obviously United they just need people in it. So I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying from my opinion. In terms,
do you know what would be fascinating though? Because it'd be fascinating Ten Hag playing him and Sancho at the same time, because I think they've got similar traits. in their game, and I don't know whether that's a good balance. I think he played them, but the balance might be a bit off. That's all. In terms of
what I will say is it's because it's not, because Bainesy pointed this out to me. It isn't P&P in terms of pace and power, like they're quick, but it's not power. So what you have to do if you play those two is very City like. It's got to be possession based. There's no manager. There's no one who's direct. Yeah. So it makes sense. That's why I'm with it. And hey, when you have Rashford and Elanga as your options, you take anybody on the way. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had.
Are you really saying anyone?
Yes, literally anyone. Okay, I would say I'd say Ziyech. I'd take Ziyech.
Okay, let me ask you this. Would you take Lucas Moura? Would you take Lucas Moura?
No, because I need him to live up that photo. Forever. I need him to be a part of that photo. This fucking little. I need that.
Oh,
I need it.
Eddie.
Was at that point where I'm like, bring me bodies, because what you gotta understand, Jez, before you go, Prime. Not only do we need first teamers, we need squad players as well. I don't even rate some of these men as squad players. So bring me other squad players, because our squad players ain't good enough. Our squad players who are in our first team ain't good enough to even be squad players, but they're playing in our first team. You should be third, fourth choice now. I don't want one injury and we're back to Rashford. I don't deserve that. I live a good life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a positive person. I spread joy.
I think that's a good option.
Nah, you take him in it. You know what I'm saying?
We already got what's it called? We already have R9, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you got Richarlison, Rashford for the other side. You know what I'm saying?
We got R9, man.
Do you know what?
Bro, flawless. We're 2 injuries in midfield and we're playing Gallagher. You deserve this.
Why does Chelsea's shortcomings be on me?
Exactly.
I'm trying to give you your manager's in for our centre back, and I'm for it because someone I mentioned it. I said hashtag get the fridge to the bridge. I said this. I'm for it.
Nah, it's not.
I didn't know it. It's funny though. It is funny.
Can we actually discuss? Can we discuss this one quick?
Go on then.
Nah.
Where would require play in the back three though? Like left, center.
He'd be a backup to Thiago Silva and Koulibaly.
He'd play in the middle. He'd play middle.
No, he would not over Thiago Silva.
I'm not entertaining.
He'll be playing in the under 23.
Did you see those two today?
No, so you think?
Remember, I told y'all when Koulibaly come, I'm checking birth certificates, my boys. And listen, the birth certificate looked kind of dusty today.
No, it doesn't. Eddie. I'm African. I've seen. I'm African.
Passports in it because Jez has got a Ghanaian one, a German one, and one for Leicester.
I'm African. I've seen Koulibaly's birth cert. It's fine. I've seen his birth cert. It's fine.
Also, I think we need on the Sarcasm City. I think we need to call out people who, when they want to rate a player, they go, yeah. Well, at least he tried, at least he ran, at least he did this. You mean he did his fucking job? He did his job. His job is to run and try. Okay, that's part of the thing. I don't want to hear
that's his
job.
You are 110% correct in what you're saying.
I'm calling them all out.
Yo, our players ain't even doing with that. Give me that. We ain't even doing that. Give all I said is, yo, I pointed I heard the term from Eddie. I got it off Eddie. All I want my players to do on today is try hard. Please. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even
sign me up. I can track the Liverpool to
mention it. You know when it happens, don't even give it credit for that. Just say, so you just did your job.
Yeah.
You're now your average. Now you're doing an average job.
Yes. Yeah, please just close down, innit? When Trent's got the ball, I just want someone to run up and kick him. That's all I'm asking for.
Oh, at least he ran. That's what do you mean? At least he ran. What do you mean? He was supposed to run. It's a part of the game of football. It's not a goalkeeper. You're supposed to run.
But
what do you mean? It's like saying, it's like saying normal guy, you're paying him to walk. It's supposed to walk. What are you talking about?
It's like saying.
But anyways,
what I'm saying,
Eddie.
Oh, Usain Bolt.
Yeah,
he was a great runner. He's a sprinter.
Eddie, what was your?
I get it.
Eddie, what was your Rochdale moment with Harry Maguire?
When did you have enough? When was enough?
No, I just think like I had enough when I saw him play the first time. Like this has always been even.
No, he was actually good at the beginning, like when he had Harry Beckenbauer and all this stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Did you see? You never seen me say Harry Beckenbauer before in my life.
That's Saeed, man. Beckenbauer, yeah.
No,
like
not you, but
it first started out. Like honestly, with the missed headers, I was like, You have quite possibly the biggest head in the Premier League. Pause. And you can't give me one goal.
Yeah.
No, but he scored. No, but he scored goals.
You can't give me
didn't he?
one goal.
Yeah, Maguire's.
No, but he scored goals early on, did he not? No.
No.
Yeah, Jez is finished, Joe. That's why he's
He
muted.
didn't. That's
know.
the whole
Jez
thing.
is
That's
done.
what they said. That's what he said. It's like,
Oh, cool, fair enough.
you know
I
when it
called
was for me
Maguire
when I
born from
noticed.
ages.
You know when you lost 6-1 to Spurs.
Yeah.
But he
That was the crescendo.
He grabbed Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
That's the one
That
that
was the crescendo. That was the Mona Lisa moment too.
He
Now
threw him out the way.
he threw him out the way.
Yeah.
I can't like.
And again, the biggest thing for me was you're a captain before Paul Pogba in my fucking dream. Like what? What?
Pogba was never captain, was he?
Maybe
Nah,
once
he
or
did.
twice.
He captained us before. A few
Yeah,
years.
he did. But
Yeah, in that 18-19 season, Mourinho named him.
Yeah, he did. Like I say, my biggest issue with Pogba the whole time was just his injury record. Anthony isn't ready for Premier League football. We'll soon find out.
We'll
Black
find out.
Diamond.
I
We'll
won't start
find out. I'm
every
Black
game.
Diamond. I don't think Bainesy's talking rubbish. I think Bainesy's just talking about his profile. Like, everyone has their preferences. We were talking about DMs. My preference as a DM is a destroyer, but that doesn't mean that I don't think a De Jong can come in and do a good job or someone of that nature. That doesn't mean I don't rate Rodri or old Fabinho or whoever. I think that's just or stuff like that. So I get what he's saying when it's a preference thing. I prefer more direct wingers. Sancho and Anthony are not my preference, but I'm with it. Like girls, we haven't had a left-footed right winger, I think, since Di Maria. I was like, it's about time.
I think
I'm with it.
I think also what Statman means by this is like because Ten Hag is coming to like a very different kind of like league in terms of like intensity, and I think Pep can get away with it because of the players all around the field. Well, like right now, United is not in the state where they can play the Pep football, and I don't believe Ten Hag will get to like a Pep level in terms of coaching as a coach as well. So it's like I kind of see what because I was watching the stream in the background, and I kind of understand what Stamp might mean. Doesn't mean that he wants a play. Doesn't mean that he wants a player that doesn't fit the system, but wants somebody that can bring something in terms of intensity to the game as well.
Like I'm a P&P merchant, so I'm with that.
Go ahead, Jess. Go ahead.
100%. But yeah, go on.
No. It's honest to say for that, for example. But now, all good, man. And by the way, one thing I need to say though, I don't like this narrative that people say when you're 30 and older, you can't play no more in the Premier League because, bro, did you see my guy Perisic on the weekend? I know we stank up the place, but it was worth waking up and watching this guy. I'm sorry if it's like, bro,
we stank up the place.
You don't understand. You don't understand, man. When like I had to watch Regan London, Emerson Chicken Royer, Doherty. Who else?
Hey, respect Doherty.
I don't care, man.
You're a fan of Doherty, aren't you? Aren't you, Prime?
Nah, he's Irish.
Hey, Prime. Interesting. Prime liking average non-dark skin players. Interesting.
No, but he's Irish. Respect him.
Anyways, I had to watch ads. Like, first, you just don't get it, man. Like, when I see HD, when I see actually somebody.
Sorry,
nah, but
when I actually see a wing back now who's fucking 40 years old, man, going up and down the pitch and can actually.
Yo, that is not funny. Sorry, Jess. Yo, surface.
No. I know.
You just knocked one out of the park. Yo, that's funny.
I don't care where you're from. If he's shit, he's shit. I don't care.
I don't care if he's Welsh. He's shit. Go ahead. Sorry, Jess. Sorry. My bad.
No. I can't.
Run that back from the top, man. Run it back.
No.
Go on.
I'm saying I had all these shit players here at wing back. I'm seeing somebody like Perisic, bro. That motherfucker's probably 40, bombing up down the pitch, up down. Doing step overs, bro. I can't remember the last time I played in my team did step overs. I'm starving, bro. So for me, it's like, bro, that's why I said, like, I don't care about the age, bro. It's about the quality. If you got the IQ in it, then you represent stuff in it. That's why I don't like when people trying to slander certain guys of their age in it.
But that's funny, right? Because I was watching a Matisse stream during the week. He was doing a call-in show for his subscribers, and they're discussing Anthony, right? And I think even Matisse said this. he ain't young, you know. He's 22. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like 22. What do you mean? What do you mean he's not young? He's 22. What do you mean he's like something? He's like talking about a 35-year-old or something like that. Coming into the team. It's mad. It's that because everyone like starts at like 16 now. You're supposed to be like born and bred, like start from 16 and go into the team. It's mad. You saying he's like 20, and people go Casemiro. Oh, he's 30. You know he's only just turned 30, right?
Yeah.
And he's
like De Bruyne's not 31.
And you know he's playing a central defensive midfielder, which means he doesn't really have to bomb. He's not playing an 8. He's not bombing up and down the pitch. He's patrolling that part and laying the ball off. It'd be funny when he's trying to do that 50 times during the match, and the player who plays it off just passes it right back to him.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn.
He's 30, right? He's an early 30. He's done. People go, "Oh, this will ruin his reputation." He's won 5 Champions League, bro. He's part one of the best midfield of all time. He's going to ruin his reputation. He's going for this is retirement fund. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. He's going to play out. He's going to earn the big money, which Real Madrid weren't going to pay him because they've got a succession plan. And Camavinga there. He had 3 years there. He wasn't going to get a new contract. It was a good move. He's nearly doubled his money. So be. He's won 4 or 5 Champions League.
He has 5. Like Casemiro solidified people. Yeah. Like even if he comes to Manchester United and it goes horribly wrong and he's terrible for 2-3 years,
he doesn't care.
He's still solidified in terms of you're one of the GOATs. Like you're one of the best. Your story's written. This is just extra. You know what this is? This is when you clock the game in GTA and then you're just doing fuckeries afterwards. That's what he's on. Man's clocked the game.
This is Michael Jordan when he returned.
Yeah, like you clocked the game. You know what I'm saying?
When I reach level 100 in GTA, and that means I can armor all my cars, I don't care what level I get to afterwards.
Yeah, man.
To the game. No. It's all done.
Clock the game, 100%. It says Casemiro gonna love Bruno and Fred. Like he already knows Fred, so he does like Fred. Bruno ain't gonna be playing, which is great.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like y'all this is a great way of processing the fear y'all have, right? Because even when we fucking hate our owners and want them out, we can still pull the likes of a Casemiro, Anthony coming through in the cut. That's about 302 weeks. Your clubs could never, people. You don't have it like us. So,
Eddie, what about the Glazers?
Wait.
Yeah, let's speak.
Like I said before I was rudely interrupted.
These Glazers in.
Even when we want our owners out, we can still pressure those bums into giving us $300 million. Hey, man, this is like pretty much knocking out the register and taking the cash no match. And then telling them, get the fuck off my block and don't come back.
Yeah, facts.
This is what's going on right now, people. Understand this.
I think this was planned.
United, we're at least again.
And Eddie is not Glazers in Surfer, man. Do not put that on my
guy. He wishes again. You know. Shout out Todd Bowley. All that dinner and shit, and you got Surfer going crazy off of FPJ. But we move. So, again, people, Ten Hag ball is closer to Pep ball, so Anthony will be A-okay. We don't do the kick and run thing. We don't do the kick and run thing like Loserpool. We don't put 12 people in the stewardess behind the box like the scum do over on the Stamford Bridge. We actually are trying to play football here, people. So again, it might not look good right now, but when it does, I'll be here. And you'll see the smiles. You'll see the pearly whites. You'll see the goals. You'll see me just stunned, rolling in my motherfucking money because my club is forever Manchester United, and we got the bread like that, people. We got the fucking bread like that.
See, Felix, you're saying here it's Casemiro, Fred, and Eriksen. See how much more of a cohesive unit that is than McTominay, Fred, and Bruno. Do you see the upgrade? Do you hear that upgrade? That is still things that I've dreamt of these days.
So hold on. So
no
what
Bruno
we're saying,
and McTominay in my midfield. I've dreamt of. I never thought I would see the day.
Beautiful.
I'm saying I had McTominay, Bruno, and Rashford all playing in the same team.
Shout out Dada.
Love you, Shaw and Maguire. I did not deserve this. I deserve better things. But yeah, go on, Prime.
So what we're saying from United fans is, instead of you guys actually complaining about the Glazers being a problem, What was the problem? Was they weren't spending enough money?
No. You see, this is what's funny, and this is why I enjoy Surfer's Laugh, because it tells me how hopeful he is that that's actually the case, right?
Oh no!
It tells me
really,
he
I'm
really truly feels like this is what United fans feel like.
Yes.
Be real. Again, we roll in money and we burn through more money than your little tin pot clubs could ever dream about thinking about.
True.
Okay?
That's true.
So
fix your roof.
we do with our money what we want to do with our money. But that money comes in
air conditioning
without the Glazers or with the Glazers. But those bums need to go, because our problem with the Glazers is not the money given, it's how they spend the money.
Yeah.
If they spend the money in the right directions, I'm sure all these people would not say shit. But again, we are the only club of the Big Six whose owners have taken out $2 billion. None of you people have that problem. None of y'all have that problem.
Eddie, that's a cool flex and all, but like
it's not a cool
in reality,
flex, it's the facts.
But hold on.
It's
But what's happened is, you know, and again, I'm not even hating, because Casemiro is a world-class DM, top 2, top 3 in the world.
What are we talking about?
But what United fans have went from?
Enlighten me to what the point is.
But what United fans, I'm not saying you two, by the way. What United fans have went
I'm speaking for United fans now, so you got me into it. Go on.
I'm not, but
I can make fun of United fans. You better show respect to the world champs that we are.
No. But what United fans have gone from, what United fans have gone from is screaming about the Glazers and stuff to now you guys are signing Casemiro and Anthony, and not a lot of people are mentioning the Glazers anymore. Again, I'm not talking about you two.
Yeah, you're not talking about fans. He's right. No, he's right in terms of social media and the whole thing. But we've seen this happen before, Prime. This happened last season.
I know, but this is going to my point.
I'm basing serious.
I know what happened every year. I know this is going to my
every time.
This is going to my point of United fans as a whole. They don't really care about the Glazers. They only bring up the Glazers when things go bad, when you get a bad result, or when things are fine. No. United fans as a whole.
That's not true. That's not true.
You're talking about you ain't talking about
United fans.
I get what you're saying. In terms of social media, I understand what you're saying. I get it.
Because I did my research. Even when we were winning, people were protesting the Glazers.
Yeah.
When we were winning, people were protesting the Glazers.
When everything's fine, not true. When everything's fine, when everything's fine.
When we was 3P in the Premier League, the green and gold team.
I don't mean. I'm talking about like when things are fine, or like last summer when you guys brought in like Sancho and Ronaldo and Varane and stuff. Like again, from United fans in not you two, but United fans in the atmosphere and stuff. Even the most diehard United fans I know who are Glazers out, they weren't really speaking that much about it. They were all gassed about Sancho, Ronaldo being back, this and that. Same thing. We're gassed about Casemiro. Rivals just hating on us about Casemiro. It's gonna be quality, yada yada yada. No one really speaking about Glazers out, and that's why I know from United fans as a whole, like you guys won't really band together and do what you.
know what our problem is, Flawless? You know what our problem is? We can walk and chew gum at the same time. That's why they hate us, because we can actually see. Oh wow, this has the makings of being something. And say fuck them dudes. It's not people. It is not that difficult to hold two trains of thought at the same time.
Tell your fan base.
No, but Eddie,
hold on. Y'all
Eddie, it has nothing to do with you. It's your
to.
Fan base.
You live in your fan base. I'm not your silos of United fans that you want to listen to. I understand the big accounts may not say certain things, but on the ground level, you cannot sit here and tell me that Man United fans have not been consistent with getting the Glazers out. We may disagree on how Bruno is, how McTominay is, how Maguire plays. One thing that is consistent across the board with United fans is get the Glazers out. Yeah. Now, because you might get a protest every week, or you might want some kind of, fire burnt in the stadium to let you know that people are Glazers out. I don't know what to do for you, but I know.
But that's what you. Well, but Eddie, hold on, Eddie. That's what you need. No, but that's what you need, though.
What Eddie's saying is correct in terms of yes, there has been this season there is a mix. So yes, like people will be Glazers out. Some won't speak on it as strongly as others. But what you understand is like a lot of our fam, just in general, because we have a worldwide fan base, people don't know what's going on. Some of these people are kids. If you're 14, 15, 16,
that's my point. But flawless, that's my point of United fans as a whole. Like this Glazers thing, it's only used when things go bad. Like again, Eddie, again,
it's not true.
Eddie,
it's
no, but again,
not true.
Eddie,
What you're saying is
no,
not
but
true.
it is.
That's all I'm saying.
Again, Eddie.
We three-peated and people said put Malcolm Glazer in a box. Like, what are you talking about right now?
I'm not talking about your three-peat. I'm not talking about.
So no, I'm talking about you saying that we only do this when it's convenient.
Yes, in modern,
that's not the case. It's not the case.
It is in the past, like
you're
what,
saying
2
more
or 3
modern.
years. It is
prime
in modern day. Yes, obviously.
Like so they
and again,
because you're both saying very.
It's guys would be out by now. Actually,
and again, I'm not even speaking.
I don't know about that, Daniel.
Our fan base is too worldwide. I've said this before. There's not one voice we all listen to.
I'm not even speaking. I'm not because again, there are still there are small sections, very small, of United fans who will speak about it even when things are good. So you two, for example, I can speak on Terry and KJ and Neeks and stuff. Fine, it's a very small section, but it went from last week you lost 4-0 and Glazers out was trending to now you're signing Casemiro and Anthony and it's not trending again. That's my point of
because it's not
United
trending,
fans as
the
a
sentiment
whole.
isn't the same. Is that so? All it takes for you to think.
Yes. From your whole fan base, yes.
Same on social
from your whole fan base, yes.
Which is because the hashtag did drop. So you're saying the energy is not the same on social, which is true, but that doesn't mean it stopped completely. You might are saying very similar.
But again, I'm not talking about you two. I'm not talking about from you two.
I know you're not talking
about. I'm not talking about us either. I'm talking about United fan base as a whole. As United fan base as a whole has been consistent with what they want.
It has not. It has.
Like you said,
as a majority, it has not.
Don't try that.
Like
as a majority, it has not.
And to like you said, Glazers are always the old man excuse. No, they're not an excuse. Like they're the main reason why we in the position we're in.
Your initial point was
they're the main.
And
before you go,
said,
Eddie, like people need to understand this. I mean, Glazers are the main reason why we are in the position we are in. Even when we were successful under these men, we should have been more successful. They held us back from more success, even when we was free-peating and reaching Champions League finals back to back and winning Champions Leagues and stuff. We should have been more successful under that period, but during that period, but we wasn't. And now Fergie and Gil, who were the two, that was the dream partnership left. Yep. You're seeing it now. This is why I've said this before, and I say this again. Manchester United spent enough money still to compete. It's never about the amount of money spent. It's how they spend it, who they're giving it to as well, because they don't put the proper people in place to do these things. We look at the stadium. If you've been around Old Trafford, it's easy to literally revamp Old Trafford. Yep. And they refuse to do it. And think that's just something small. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something and that's the issue. So it's not the excuse, but I don't like how, actually I can't say I don't like it. It don't surprise me because I know our fan base, again, people, is too worldwide and there isn't one voice we all listen to.
Look at
tomorrow. One second.
Yeah. Some people have more energy for content creators than they do the Glazers.
Look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's a perfect storm for the Glazers, right? Positively. You bring Casemiro on, and if you somehow win the game tomorrow, the Glazers won't be mentioned. It just won't be mentioned.
Exactly.
It won't be mentioned. And then it'll be built up because you'll get your next game. Literally, is the first game of the weekend. Against Southampton, it'll be, can we win 2 in a row? Oh, Casemiro's going to make his debut. Who else are we going to? Have we signed Anthony during that? You know it, Flawless. We said it last week when Fabrizio confirmed it. I said it to you on a Friday show, and you went, "Yeah, they're going to hold off and not produce it until the Liverpool game, right?" Yeah. And then you're going to see idiots with Casemiro shirts as well in the crowd or on there. And you probably see whoever protests as well, if there is a protest, by the way. You'll probably see people wearing the new shirts that have Casemiro, and it's like, what are you doing? You're sending a mixed message. Oh, I'm protesting against Glazers, but I just bought the new Casemiro top they just produced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the problem. Yeah, go on.
There'll be way more people buying the shirts and stuff than there will be protesting.
Yeah, and that's the issue we have. And this is why I've said it before. like our fan base here, like, is not serious enough. That doesn't mean everybody, but it's like it's not enough. Like
but that's my point. The fan base.
But what you were saying is like where you and Eddie was getting it mixed up, because you're saying he's looking at you saying it all, and it's like, no, it's not all. There's not enough. Like, we all need to be in this together. But
No. I didn't know. I didn't say no, but I never said all. I said Man United fans, like in general, it doesn't matter what the minority do. If the majority aren't with it, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything.
Let's face it.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't even
know. Consistently.
The thing is, I can't even put a number on that, because yes, you have social media, but then you have a large portion of our fan base that don't use social media.
But let's face it, right? You're too big of a club to do what small clubs do to get a change in ownership before the owner.
Yes.
I know Black Diamond's put in there like, they threatened to firebomb.
But that's one thing. That's not consistent.
That's before the broke bridge.
You're saying there needs to be a follow up. It can't. It needs to be. I get.
And that's not saying they should fire. That's not saying they should firebomb Woodward. That's wrong. But again, when you guys protested and you called off the Liverpool game, when was the next protest?
I think there was one after that, because it was like 3 in a row. I think that was the second one.
Okay, and then there was no more.
Yeah. I hear you.
It's not consistent. That's my point.
Yeah. I hear you.
Sancho.
Go ahead and tell me what y'all been speaking on.
Oh no, so we were just talking about. So I was making the point that when you left about the Glazers being used as an excuse, and I said they're the reason. I don't know how much you caught when I was saying how the Glazers, even during our successful period under Fergie, we should have been more successful.
And he doesn't get enough blame in this as well.
And that was with Fergie, with the arguing with the previous owners and stuff like that. And I was just saying how,
because he still gets $3 million a year. That's why.
Yeah, I was just saying how like it's not only how the money's spent, but the people they put in positions to spend this money as well. And what makes it stupid is if they want to make money off Manchester United, making Manchester United the most successful club, then you can attract a bigger bag and a bigger sponsor.
Yeah.
And more people want to work with you if you're the most successful team. More people come to you're selling more. You're selling more shirts. Everyone should be jumping for joy over that. Casemiro should sell more shirts. Ronaldo should sell more shirts. Varane, Sancho. But you're putting people off. People don't want to go to games and stuff like that. People don't want to watch things of that nature and stuff like that. And I've been there. Like I said before, I started like on radio when we first started from a Third Eye View. Shout out to JV and Stroll. I stopped watching. I think it was on the Mourinho. I stopped watching. I'm like,
I had those points too.
And I've said this to people because there's people in the chat who will just complain, even when like I'm trying to be positive with this season and stuff. So I'm like, why do you watch? This is work for me. So it's like, as much as I enjoy it, I have to watch. I have no choice. But best believe if I wasn't doing this, I would have stopped watching United under Oli. You think I would have watched after that Rochdale game? Are you crazy? Not a chance.
You'd have watching football completely.
See, again, certain narratives that just aren't true. So Brian made the point that he felt the Glazers out stuff had tempered down because it wasn't trending. And my thing is, when is social media actual reflection of real life?
But then again,
when is it? It can be a moniker. It can be something you use to measure. But do you mean to tell me there aren't people angry out there at the Glazers who don't have social media?
Yeah, I said
if it's not enough to trend and make it globally trend, making a difference, then it's clearly not enough. It's clearly in the minority.
So wait a minute, let me get this straight. It was trending for a couple days. The moment it drops, because some news came out, it's news. And you know what I saw? You know what I saw when that news? And all the comments, hashtag Glazers out. People were putting hashtag Glazers out. So I don't get why we're trying to really, fight for a dead narrative right now that doesn't make sense.
For any narrative. I'm not fighting. I'm being honest from things that's actually out there. And again, it's not just me.
Again, you might be saying the same thing, but Prime, you're saying specifically on social media, which you are correct about. It did drop on social media.
You just said it before it came back.
Yeah, there is a large portion of our fan, an absolute large portion of our fan base. The majority of our fan base is not on social media. But
there's also a majority of other fan bases that aren't on social media. But those ones, like, they can't voice their opinion. So like I don't know how to word this.
Yeah, it's
but
no.
does
It
their
is, and
opinion
again, this comes back to it when I talk about Glazers out. There's no, and the fan base being so big, there's no one surefire way that works that everyone will agree to. Because Ahmed says here, I think if the UK fan base band together, that'd be more than enough. That the international, no, the reason why this wouldn't work, United make more money internationally than they do here. The UK is, let's just say it's England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. Abroad, you have the entire population. So you have the whole continent, of Asia, with however many countries. You have the whole continent of Africa, which has however many countries. You have the whole of the Caribbean. You have the rest of Europe. You have North America. You know what I'm saying? You have South America, which are two continents with however many countries. Asia that I already mentioned. You have all the other continents in the world. If the international fan base, they probably have more power than us. If they all banded together and stopped it, the numbers would drop. Eddie, I bet over there in the UK, in the US, how many United shirts you seen over the years?
There's a lot, and that's my thing. That I can't let Twitter and social media dictate how I perceive my club. I can only go off of what I see on places like YouTube and fan interviews.
But YouTube is also part of the social media.
No, because YouTube provides you some context. Twitter provides you no context whatsoever. Just some words.
I'm not just talking about Twitter.
You are, because that's the basis of your argument right now.
No.
But social media didn't bring up anything else. That's what
YouTube
it is.
Also YouTube. I assumed you guys would have been able to realize.
Before you continue, yo, JK, is that you? If that is, message me, man, my guy. DM me now so I know it's you, and I can what's it called? I'll mod you. And big up my guy James from King of the Hill as well. Go on, Prime. Carry on.
YouTube is also part of the social media.
No,
again, it was.
The thing is,
okay. So if you want to hang up on the use of social media, my fault. YouTube for me is different than Twitter. If you would say otherwise, that's on you.
Or you might agree, agreeing on a lot more points than you
I'm
think.
Just saying, the narrative I'm killing narratives, bro.
Yeah.
I'm killing that. I'm killing that. Don't come out here acting like we changed up just because we got one signing.
But again, Eddie, I'm not talking about you specifically.
I'm talking about United fans. I'm talking about United fans. Don't act like United fans.
And it's different. And the thing is, it's different because it's like Prime. I mean, like Eddie, because there is certain United fans who will show up because we've made new signings. There is not you, me and you won't do that. Certain fans will do that. Certain fans, but then what you get on the whole over 180 of it, which I've seen, is fans who are even happy about the Casemiro signing because of the Glazers. Two things can be true, like you said. You can be Glazers out, which me and you are, but also over the moon about Casemiro. Why would I be unhappy with Casemiro getting here? We just signed a quality player in addition to the football team I support. Yeah. That's a good thing. But I can still be Glazers out. You know what I'm saying? In that, like,
it goes to the point, though, and we said it before. You guys protested and got the Liverpool match suspended for another day, right? Where was the protest after that? There was none, right? There was none.
Is there a protest on Monday?
I think there's supposed to be a protest.
Will there be one after
that? Is there a protest on Monday?
Eddie, will there be one?
I'm asking. Is there a protest on Monday?
Apparently, there's going to be one.
There's no protest on Monday. They didn't barricade Old Trafford for nothing, right?
I
think they're prepared, but there's nothing actually.
Apparently, it's empty Old Trafford tomorrow.
Which is why they weren't prepared for the
Which is a protest. It is a protest.
But what I'm saying is,
but they won't empty Old Trafford. There'll be loads of fans.
That's after the Casemiro signing, by the way.
But what I'm saying is,
but it might stay enough.
Where was the protest after the Liverpool game stopped? Where was that? It stopped.
They're just saying.
You had a perfect thing to continue.
Keep doing it. Keep stopping the
momentum.
game.
You had momentum. You stopped the biggest game in English football. It happened a few days later, but you got it stopped. Where was the momentum to keep it going and to keep it going? That's what I think maybe Prime's getting at as well. It seems to be when you have momentum and then it stops. Yeah. And then you build it up again.
I hear that going. Like it's one of them, like in terms of like it is kind of tough to be protesting week in, week out. Yeah. But I get that, like, and this is the problem, is there's no surefire dead certain way to get them out because you can't stop. United have a billion people fan base. You can't talk to it. There's no way to contact a billion people to stop buying shirts. No. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? In that you can't, how would me and you? So we just use me and you, Eddie. How are me and you gonna talk to somebody in Thailand? You know what I'm saying? How are we going to talk to the entire population of China?
By
You know
your
what I'm saying?
viewership. By your
Or
viewership.
India, but not everyone's on YouTube.
But a lot of them are. But there's you.
No. I'm using them as an example. China's China's the biggest population in the world.
Yeah.
They are watching on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Okay,
And so it's kind of like that's impossible. What I'm saying is it's impossible to talk to that many people across it. There's no one person they all listen to. That's my point.
You say impossible, but you guys can try because fine. You said China, which is
the thing is I do. No. The thing is I do try though. I do try.
I know, but you also have other big platforms that can do it consistently.
I agree.
Like for example,
and Eddie mentioned that. Eddie did say the.
So can I ask you something? What is Saeed doing? What is Saeed doing tomorrow? What is Saeed doing tomorrow?
Saeed does it. You know what I'm saying? And that.
What is Saeed doing tomorrow?
Yeah, and we need more of them. Again, it's not just one.
We don't have more of them.
More of them.
No.
So would you say? Because I watched the football Terrors. Would you say Terry does that?
I've mentioned Terry before.
So he does.
But again,
that,
he's
right?
also in. I mentioned Terry before, but he's also in the minority.
What I'm saying is though, Pride. Even with me, you can get Saeed, you can get Terry, you can get Flex, you can get Rance, you can get Aaron, whoever else. We are not reaching that many people. It is impossible.
I know.
So that
but that's my point.
I do understand. That I do understand.
I get it. You know, we're united.
Like,
we're held to a higher standard.
Consistent, because as consistent as as consistent as you two are, Terry, Saeed, whatever, all of you guys, that's still the minority.
Yeah, it's because we only reach the minority because, like I said, United have 1 billion people fan base. We are not reaching 1 billion people. If you combine all of the views of all the people you mentioned, that is nowhere near 1 billion because you have many people. You understand? United have fan base all the way people from kids who are 5, 6, all the way to grown people who are old. You know what I'm saying? And everything in between. We are not. All we can do is the best we can possibly do. That is legit.
So how else do you guys go about it then?
I don't think there's I've said this before. I don't believe there's a solution.
Not unless they want to sell.
We'll figure that out once we figure out how to split atoms.
Can we apply pressure on social media and do?
When we figure out how to deal with world hunger, we'll deal with that one next.
Yes, and we've done that because we've made them uncomfortable. This is why they're doing what they're doing now, in terms of driving sponsors away. Yeah. This is why they're spending. Yes, they lost the sponsor. Team viewer don't want
to sponsor.
Have you guys done that? Have you guys done that consistently?
No, not enough.
Do you want to know what Manchester United fans have done consistently?
And that goes into my point.
Do you want to know what Manchester United fans have done consistently? Let me give you a story. Let me just give you some facts, right? I don't fuck a story. The children of the Glazers are begging their parents to sell their shares because of how United fans have been inboxing them with hate messages across all their social media. That just goes to tell you how low United fans will go to get their club back. This is what I'm saying. Are we going to deal with narratives? Are we going to deal with reality? Are we going to deal with how people think it is or what it actually is?
No. Again, I heard about that a few days ago, and that's happening.
In terms of it not being the level of consistency it has been, I do agree.
It's been consistent for me.
But even if it was of the level of a certain consistency, so it's week in, week out, it's trending every day because we have the power to make it trend every day and make it uncomfortable for them. Even making it uncomfortable for them does not make them sell. Does it cost them money? Yes, but does it make them sell? No. Like I said, them losing sponsors, them their kids getting harassed, them getting ran up on. Like I said, them losing money still isn't enough. When they're ready to, all we can do our best is to make it as uncomfortable for them as possible. But can we actually get them out? No, I don't believe we can.
You know what'll get them to sell?
Go on.
$7 to $8 billion. Not no damn protest.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They buy these players to drive up our share prices so the team looks respectable on paper, not pitch, paper. So if somebody does want to come with that money, they have to come correct.
Yep.
We have to know these things when we're talking about United and the fans. Because to sit here and imply like the fans can just get fed crumbs and they'll be okay with it is absolutely wrong. It is. Yep. I'm not going for that shit at all.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm with that. Like I said, all we can do is make it as uncomfortable for them as possible. And that's what we have done, and I give the fan base credit for that. But it's gonna take $5, $6, $7, $8 billion from somebody to pop up, and these man.
Glazers only care about money. That's all they care
like
about.
that's it. Again, if we had one voice all the Manchester United fans listen to, we could do that. But one, we don't have that one voice. That person don't exist. I don't believe. Number one.
No, it never
number
will.
two,
You have quite a few voices, don't you?
But it won't happen.
Who do we have that's going to who are a billion?
No. Quite a few, don't you?
No,
know?
even if
I'm asking.
Together, we don't have enough voice. No, there's not. You need.
We don't have enough money.
If you look at any movement, there is that one voice that everybody listened to. If you go back in history, when a war was on a country or whatever, people listened to one guy. There was one person who was in charge, and that whole regime or that whole country.
Let's face it. It's not going to happen. But everyone's waiting for Sir Alex to say something about it. He's not going to do it.
He's probably the one guy who could do it.
Probably. And if we're gonna tell the truth, Like, we need to have some conversations about Sir Alex. Like, because again,
that's really uncomfortable, in it.
Really uncomfortable
conversation.
Because people wanted him to say something, not knowing about his complicity in this entire bullshit.
And now
that's where if Prime wants to talk to me about, okay, you know what, you don't call out people like Sir Alex, I'll listen to that. The fans are so meaningless in this conversation that speak about what they can do is completely ridiculous. The Glazers operate on one language and one language only. That's dollars and cents.
Yeah.
We can terrorize we can terrorize their family to the depths of where we have. We can almost firebomb Ed Woodward's house. We can storm the pitch. They don't care because we're still worth $45 billion probably as a club. And we are their general source of income. So unless they see an offer they can't refuse, they'll stomach these protests. They're so out of touch with the fans that they'll just throw money and think, okay, yeah, they'll do something they'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. So legit, like I said, can we cut? Like, the reason why they're spending money like this is because of like the outrage and them losing sponsors and stuff going on. But yeah, Sir Alex is probably the only guy, and I don't even know if he's enough. He's probably the one guy.
I don't know either.
Our fan base
like,
might. And what I'm saying is, he's the only logical name that I say our fan base might all listen to.
But is he now too far that side now?
He's been there.
I think he could switch it. I think if he came out and was like, "Oh, we need to get this out."
Go away, Glazers! You're ruining my club that I made.
I think but what I'm saying, you might be right, sir. I'm saying he's the only hope we have. There's nobody else. I believe.
They're still paying him, man. They're still paying him.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He's only $3 million a year from them. To do what? To keep
someone saying he signed an NDA as well. I don't know how true that is, but you know.
But
trust me.
It's only even so that he doesn't need to expose the Glazers or anything. He just needs to say, get out of this club.
He'll never say it.
He'll
never say it. Because I guarantee you this, I look back at it, this ownership group probably idolized him more than the last one did. And he is living within his ego and what he's able to get away with. He went to Giggs's character testimony. We talking about Giggs was out here beating on his wife.
That's crazy.
What do you need to give him a character testimony for? The evidence is plain and clear. He assaulted his wife. Let him rot where he's supposed to rot. But Sir Alex wants to come out and act like a guardian angel for that kind of deviancy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you right now, me and Sir Alex, I have no patience for it. I thank him all the time for the memories. But since the Glazers have come in, he's been an employee.
Yep. Even now.
He's ruining your club.
There's a reason Scott McTominay is at the club.
Because of him.
And it's not footballing. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Daniel. It's not.
I was thinking he's like related in some way.
Me too.
On a side note, when did you think he started playing for United? Under what manager?
Mourinho.
Yeah. I think most people think he started under Ole, but he actually started under Mourinho. Because I was looking for comedy today and I was watching Mark Goldbridge Rages, so that was just funny to me. And it just heard him in 18-19 season he was talking about McTominay. And I thought, oh shit, Was he playing all the way back? You've had it 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 seasons now.
It's ridiculous.
It was only 2 or something.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
That's quite
It's a
loud.
joke.
It's weird. You're right, though. McTominay doesn't. I mean, that's just weird. It's like, why did you allow him to pick David Moyes as a successor?
Right.
Doesn't make any. It's like you don't let the other, because I bet there's a lot of ego in it. I bet. Oh, he picked him, but I bet you picked him to part of ego was that he's probably going to fail anyway. Do you know what I mean? So then how good he did.
Absolutely. That's a great point, because it's unfortunate some people in sports actually think like that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, I want to protect what I've built, so let me put in a guy, and he would know more than anybody how good of a manager Moyes could be.
Yeah, because
he would know.
That 12-13 squad, apart from Van Persie, was shit.
It's that was you know what's funny?
Yeah, he got the most out of that.
You know what's funny? When I talk about the 13 squad, I only talk about Van Persie.
Yeah,
I don't talk about any. I only talk about Van Persie.
Yeah, he's the difference.
That was it.
That squad was absolute trash elsewhere.
How did it win a league?
Oh, that's because remember City. No, City won the title, and then they bought like players like Rodri. Not Rodri. Scott Sinclair and the who's the Everton kid? Rodwell. They bought
Jack Rodwell.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We'll see tomorrow, man. It'll be fun.
Hey, I mean, honest to God, shoot for tomorrow. Like, shout out Marcel. We gonna put Scuba Steve on a poster. God damn it!
I don't know what Marcel's talking about when he's
Marcel.
like,
Marcel got that.
I'm all for people trolling. He's like, these Man U fans are funny. Funny at what? Like, yeah, let's troll, but it's like, yo, at least state something. Like, I'm all for trolling, but it's like, yo, read the room first before.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that Noodles performance tomorrow. Away.
He can't play.
Away. My man thought he could headbutt and still play, but it's all good. It's all good.
Have you seen his technique? Honest to God, we watched it last
Composure, lads. I took that from our top boy. Composure, lads.
He scoops under the ball. He actually scoops his foot under the ball when he goes to shape his shot. It was embarrassing. They actually stand a better chance he's not playing.
Exactly. I'm more scared of Firmino than the guy you just wasted all that money on.
You know the same Liverpool fans who slandered Haaland. Isn't Haaland got like 3 goals and an assist?
So Marcel might be a part of the Noodles Defense League.
And
I
then
didn't know
Nunes
Marcel was.
Nunes has got like 1 goal.
I remember that people. I didn't want to big it up because Jan was here earlier, but people were talking about Haaland was struggling in this league.
Oh yeah,
Haaland gonna struggle.
Hey, what's that goal count? Haaland to Noodles, Marcel. Can you put that in the chat,
3 goals
please?
and an assist. 3 goals and an
assist. Put that in the chat.
1 goal and 1 assist.
What about the red card accumulation and the headbutts? Can you put that in the chat too? Those stats, please.
Strong lead,
strong lead for Nunes in those categories, I bet. Huh?
Yeah,
Nunes is just like Andy
Carroll. He's just by head.
Oh, yeah. Something in the water.
Haaland would have more if Foden knew how to pass.
Yeah, like I'm all for running bands, but it's like, at least
come with it.
The conversation.
Better come hard. Better come hard, Paul.
It was funny. It's funny because they went 8 touches. Oh, but when the Congo had 7 touches, it's like, dude, one of them was an assist.
Yeah.
8 touches,
and they won the game.
Assist for a goal, and they won
the game. Yeah.
Won the game.
And he's getting into a new system with new players in a new league.
Yeah. And then he scored this week. So what's the point?
Yeah,
I mean, I can't remember apart from the goal. Which is a good thing. I can't remember Haaland doing much, but he scored. So what's it matter? Scored a goal.
And they're probably going to win the league. So it is what it is. But we didn't.
He'll score about 22 league goals.
Be fine in it. And he'll be fine. FA Cups, League Cups, Champions League. He might take him over the top.
And Norway's not going to the World Cup, are they? So
yeah.
So he's got a month off to rest. I think Uruguay are there, aren't they? Uruguay there, maybe? I can't remember.
Yeah. Uruguay.
So that means Noodles will be going, I presume. So.
Yeah, Uruguay are going. They're in the same group as Ghana. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Prime would know that. There we go. Prime love is Ghana. Fagon ready. Repping in it. Let's go.
I don't care, man.
Nah.
I don't care.
I've got sense. I've got sense.
I don't care. Nunes has had more than 7 touches in both his games, and they've all been shit. So it's like, I'm just saying, I'd rather have Haaland eight touches and an assist than Noodle having 30 so touches. Because Noodles is appalling, man.
The thing is, Marcel, I've said this before. I'll say this again because I don't know. You're kind of new here. I've already said this. This is United fan. Like I can look at things objectively. Will Nunes score goals for you? Like, absolutely, he'll score goals for you. But does that change your position in the league? No. You do the same as last year or worse. Like he don't take you over the top. I don't think he takes you over the top in the Champions League either. No. And you won the 2 domestic cups last season. Like I said, it's all for Liverpool. You're the second best team in the country. I'm closing the gap and becoming the first.
Well done.
I don't think Nunes does that. Yeah, no stress. We're going to close out shortly anyway because we've been going for 3 hours. You lot, big up to you lot, man, because we had 60, 70 people in here pretty much the entire time. So big up you lot. The Q&As, the season started back when the Q&As are going from 1.5 hours to 3 hours. You know
I can talk all I want, man, because I keep hearing you guys are the best Premier League side of all time. So I know Jurgen Klopp can turn water into wine with any player, even though he's bought most of his players that were good. Yeah. So you know what I mean. So it's all that. I'm waiting for you guys to actually do something instead of winning a pandemic Premier League. You know what I mean? I told you that's the first one of the signs of punk. The only way you lot can win a league is when a pandemic hits the earth. You know what I mean? So it's all good. You don't win it otherwise in normal years. You win it in a pandemic year. You know what I mean? But it's all good. I'll just wait for another 30 years. I mean, less the Paul Rovers. Less the Paul Rovers in the house, man. So they are.
Well, we gonna close out this show, people. I've already updated the live stream, the upcoming live stream schedule, people. That is updated, people. Here on the YouTube, unless you know all the shows that are coming up from today all the way to Saturday. So make sure you check that out. Same with the Twitch as well, updated from today all the way to Saturday as well. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm not around because of carnival settings, but you'll get Sunday. What's going on? I'm trying to make sure I remember.
Hey, remember, be a make Twitch. Sure you gotta get behind, gotta get to a wall or have the homie hold you up. You know what I'm talking about? Get to a wall, have the homie hold you up. You know what I'm talking about?
Trust me, I'm gonna be like literally as soon as I land and get in the hotel, like I'm gonna be mashed up for them 2 days. Like I'm literally like that's it, man. Like that's my time just to chill, no streams, get waved. Enjoy myself and party, and then boom. When I'm back on Thursday, 1st of September, man's back at it. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
To work.
Carnival, nice. Enjoy.
Yeah, I will. Trust me, I will, 110%.
Don't do something I wouldn't do.
Yeah, this guy, and it's been off for 2 years as well, so man's looking forward to it. But Sunday you'll still get Sunday you will still get the Serie A watch along. AC Milan are playing, I believe. And then obviously Monday is bank holiday, so there's no football. And then Tuesday we'll probably just move the Mandem United. You know what I'm saying, but don't worry, man. You'll get all the shows as well.
Just to remind you, there's midweek games next week.
Yeah, there is because United play Thursday.
Chelsea play Tuesday, I think. So it's like,
is it Tuesday?
And it's the transfer window ending as well, and get game days as well. So it's like on the first. So it's like, yeah. So it's
all right, well. Don't worry, people. You'll still get content like you did today with Surfer, Prime, and Daniel all holding down the watch-along. So watch-alongs you'll still get as well. But not no streams until September the 1st. What I'm saying is you'll still get streams. Don't worry about that. I just won't be about Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's all I'm saying. But you'll still get streams Sunday and Tuesday. Because I think there's midweek games.
You still get content.
There's no streams. Nah, man, we keep going, people. Like this is not now. I have a great team. Like I say, I got the Avengers with me, so you're still gonna get quality streams like you did today. Even if I'm not around, you feel me? So you're still gonna get streams, people. Don't worry about
what Avengers, Ryan?
Wait, did the Avengers?
Falcon.
Some of the Avengers have like a
Falcon.
Is he War Machine? Is he War Machine?
Nah, even War Machine. He more like Batista. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, what is he saying in that? He more like Batista.
Like Drax the Destroyer.
He's like
Drax.
After he grows back. You know what I mean? Actually, Groot's cool.
Yeah, Groot's cool. That's why I didn't want to call him Groot. Cause I kind of like Groot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, he Drax. You know what I'm saying?
He's Maria Hill.
Or the guy that likes, what's it called? Who's the guy that likes Gamora in Guardians?
Star Wars.
Who's the guy in the group? Yeah, him. I don't even know what he does. Yeah, he's someone like him. So no kills. You know what I'm saying? There's no threat, nothing. You know what I'm saying? No bodies, you know. How you an Avenger and have no bodies? You know what I'm saying? I don't even seen him whoop anybody's ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, everyone here has bodies. You know what I'm saying? Ryan just there, in it. Ryan just falls at the bottom of the list, in it. He's an Avenger, but he's at the bottom. No one wants to be him.
I think he's more like Quicksilver. We just kill him off. He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, man.
Actually, he's cut. No, Coulson's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Even Coulson, at least Coulson shot Loki. You know what I'm saying? And that
exactly,
Ryan will probably shoot himself. You feel me? Do the cheddar bump thing. That's what I'm saying. And that you do the cheddar bump thing. And that, like...
He shot Loki and died, man. That's me.
Yeah, but yeah, at least he did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even trust Ryan to do that. You know what I'm saying?
He's the cat in Miss Marvel. Firkin, that's what he is. He's a Firkin.
Yeah, man.
I like that cat. And he turns into
the cat's cool. Yeah, you're right.
This is what I'm saying. At least the cat took the eye out from Nick Fury. You know what I'm saying?
He's a scroll. That's what he is. He's a scroll.
But even the scrolls can change and do cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Actually, Ryan, you're just one of those random extras that run away from the building.
Yeah, he's just walking by, innit? You know what I'm saying? He's just a regular civilian. No, he is. Spider-Man's brethren. That's who he is. What's his name? That's who he is.
Oh, he's cool too.
He's cool one.
You know what Ryan is?
So he's Flash Thompson.
No, Ryan's a stunt double.
Yeah, he is. Hey, it's good to. Hey, Ryan slander slaps, man. I can't lie, people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Ryan's one of the news reporters or something, something like that.
He slaps.
Hey, I'd rather him than me.
Yeah, he does it to himself, but we move. But we're gonna close out, people. Like I said, upcoming live stream schedule is there, so you're gonna get shows on the YouTube and the Twitch. Please make sure you hit the like button. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you follow the Twitch. Don't forget the links in the membership. Many great perks. You're gonna get another members Q&A as well, people. If you join the membership, you do get members. You do get a chance to go on the members Q&A, jump the line in the fan calling shows, plus more. What we got coming up today. I'll probably be on Bainesy's channel for Stats, Facts, and Vibes as well. Probably 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. That'll be on his YouTube channel, and then United Liverpool, if it goes ahead, that watch along, myself and Eddie will be holding that down. Manchester United versus Liverpool, and then depending on what's going on, I may do a Q&A tomorrow as well. Considering it is a Monday night, I might do that. I'm not sure, but if not, just keep a lookout anyway. But Daniel,
hey Marcel, you've got Marcel. We got Shy Havertz. You got Shy Noodles. It's all good. It's all good.
Daniel,
that's what I'm saying, man. This dude. Look.
Yeah, man. You just gotta let people. Like,
Scuba Stevens, Shy Noodles. Shout out to Surfing for the realest one. Shy Noodles, the bum. Shy Noodles, the overpriced man bum. Shy Noodles, goddamn! I wish you stayed in Uruguay.
Was he Darwin Shy Havertz Werner?
There we go. I love
it. Hey, yo, Daniel, anything you want to add before we close out?
I want to say big up everyone as always. If Havertz didn't have that Champions League goal, it'd be a bigger flop than Lukaku. That's all I need to say.
Crazy. Surfer, anything you want to
add? No. We roll again. Bring on Leicester.
Charity FC back.
Oh, I hope it's a draw tonight, man. I just.
You just want chaos, innit?
I just want chaos because
the chaos. We need a draw.
It's a game where both. I know you won't, but both majority of both fans' support will be miserable if it's a draw.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A 0-0 ball draw tonight would be great.
I'll take that right now.
I know you would. I know you would to get a ball. I know you would.
We need points, man. Give me a point.
I know. Yeah, give me a point. Yeah. Casemiro was there. We got a point.
I'm literally on that, innit? I'm on Casemiro watch. Like when they pan to him in the stands, I'll probably cheer. You know what I'm saying? Like we scored a goal and that. Like, yo, that's my midfielder. That's my six. You know what I'm saying? That's my DM. That's my DM. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Hey, what number do you think he takes? The 6? Because now that's 3, right?
He's wearing.
Nah, I think he's got 6.
He's got 6.
18.
I swear someone.
It's 18. It's confirmed. It's 18.
Is it 18? Nah, it's 18. Yeah, someone took the 6. Was it Martinez?
Yeah, he took the. Yeah. Might have done,
I swear someone took the 6. I could. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Marcel, you better have liked the video as well, you joker. Yo,
there we go.
Anything you
made yourself useful.
Yeah. Let me just say, if I said what Daniel said, you guys would be looking at me funny. But we move.
But the thing is, Daniel stands on everything in it. You know what I'm saying? And
Daniel can say that.
You tiptoe around it. You know what I'm saying?
If you would have said that about Shy, you would have said, "Okay, fine, there you go. You know, it's a bit on the lighter complexion. You know, you want to get him some."
There you go. I'm saying. Facts, man. We know you want to hate on the light skinned Donny. We know this. If he was dark skinned, different conversation. But go on, carry on.
Havertz isn't even light skinned. He's
never mind. Well, he's not dark. It's my
point. We know he's light skinned because he goes.
My fault for interrupting you. My bad for interrupting you. My bad.
Oh, but yeah. What day is this carnival?
Sunday, Monday. Sunday and Monday. 28th, 29th.
Might try and see if I can pull up.
Yo, pull up, man. I'm there 2 days. We'll talk off air, man. Man's there 2 days, man. 28th.
There we go.
Pull up, man. Lewis gonna be there. More of the man them Talks gonna be there. More of the man them gonna be there. Pull up.
No promises. I just need to pull some strings.
Yeah, man. Do your thing, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. Eddie, anything you want to add, fam?
Nah, I appreciate everybody on the panel. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Chelsea, you know, lick your wounds. You'll be all right. You tough, right?
Cameron voice.
You dig? United. We go for glory tomorrow.
Let's go.
Fuck the Scousers.
Yep.
You dig? And respect. That's it.
By the way, just in case anyone's wondering, Eddie won't be making it to the carnival this weekend.
No, yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, you won't be unfortunate. He said you can't make it to the carnival this weekend.
Yeah,
soon.
No.
We gonna pattern
scheduling conflicts.
Yeah. We gonna pattern that at some point.
Well,
same way to get out there, man.
Trust
you know
me.
I'm trying to get out there next year, 100%.
Trust me, my dog.
Rumors coming out. Maguire dropped. Bruno dropped. Also rumors. Garnacho starting. If he drops Maguire and Bruno, Ten Hag will go up in my estimation even more than he already has. I rate him highly anyway. If he does that, that's even more so.
That's crazy.
But I'm glad you like Marcel, the rest, everyone, Black Diamond, all the regulars, all the new people enjoying the stream. We're going to keep the content rolling throughout the season. You get this show every Sunday night, every Wednesday night, people. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube.